Yo, what's up, guys? How are y'all today? Would have gone live earlier. I just been moving slow as fuck today. Yo, Candy, Jeff, Christian, Wolf Warrior. What's good? Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday. Wolf Warrior doing good, man. Just fucking freezing a little bit right now. Trying to get warm. I just realized my camera's not on. Wow. Yeah. That works. Alright. Leon, what's good? It has been a minute. That's always the case, though. With you, I feel like I see you once every couple of months, maybe. What was up, man? About to listen to these diss tracks. You wanna listen in too? These fuckers are still beefing. That's unbelievable. Does it like? Is there anything else like? Just probably irrelevant, stupid, brain rot information that I should know that's interesting about their little feud? Because I'm guessing this isn't going away. Vince, what up, man? Oh, you got a new child. Yeah, that'll keep you busy. That's gonna keep you hella busy. Dog, for real. Got a 4-year-old niece in the fucking living room that drives me out of my mind. Oh, she drives me crazy. Currently, right now, she's not in my shit. She's got better stuff to do. But once that little prompt on Netflix comes on, talking about, are you still watching? She's gonna come in here, fuck with me. Katai, hi. Leon, I've been doing as good as I can, man. I've been like hella extra busy because I've been on the phone more and more with my lawyers. I have a board meeting on Monday to decide the fate of my discharge from the military. So, other than that, everything's been good. Love Church is making an album with Hozier. They didn't like each other. I don't know. I mean, it's been a while. That like their little beef happened ages ago. I feel, well, not ages, but happened like I don't know, almost 10 years ago. Almost. No. Well, kind of. Because the Hozier beef happened before I even ever started reacting to videos. So that was like pre-2019. So I'm thinking like 2016. 2017 was the beef with Hozier. So I'm 10, yeah, almost 10 years. That's enough time for a motherfucker to iron out some differences, I suppose. Or people might look at it like, bro, what you teaming up with this guy for? For what? Hosier came out with a diss against ACAL and Just in Time, and now Ryan and Hosier made up. The enemy of my enemy. That happened fast. That's definitely not genuine. I hope that Hosier knows that. You don't just, But then again, I mean, I've done that with dudes before. We've been at each other's throats and then, like, literally in the blink of an eye. Ah, man, we're cool. Yeah. Like, I mean... looks weird as all. It's like... I don't know. Guess that's fine. Like, in the rap game. I mean... enemy of my enemy, man. When you need to use it, I suppose. I just think it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange to enlist the help of the people you... well, not really. I mean... I can see Deadpool doing some shit like that. Going and enlisting the help of people that he's defeated. And promises not to beat their ass again if they help him. But... but it doesn't look good for Hosier. Like... Senpai, please, notice me. I'm here. I don't want to beef with you anymore. I see a golden opportunity to make up and be BFFs. At least that's what it looks like, really. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's internet shit anyways. Vince, sounds good, man. We will check that out. Oh, dude, no. Rex, no, bro. Bro, it's over the phone. It's over the phone, man. If I were to... no, I don't even think they do in-persons. And I think the only people that would get in-persons are people with cases a lot more serious than mine. Mine's over the phone. Not even Skype. Not even like a FaceTime. It's just over the phone. It's gonna be me, my lawyer, 3 board members, and their attorney. Because, you know, it's the government defending themselves against me. That's kind of how this is going. That's kind of how it always goes in this case. That's how it's presented in court. Would you ever consider putting on your uniform again, and if yes, what for? If I ever have children and that child is a daughter and that daughter grows up and gets married and says, "Dad, can you please wear your uniform for my wedding when you walk me down the aisle?" That's about it. That's about the only time that uniform would ever go back on my body. For any reason. And that's the dress uniform. I'm not talking about like the fucking ACU. And you know, think about it. At the weight that I'm at right now, that uniform will fit me. It'll still fit me. Granted, I don't have... I'm missing some things. I think I might... oh no, I think I might have... I have the belt. I got the bottoms, I got the top, I got the... I'm missing a short sleeve. We had short sleeve, the shirt that goes under the top. What it was called? It's kind of like the grayish looking shit. You know what I'm talking about, Rex? It goes under the gray. I have class A's, so they're greens. So under the green top is like that little light grayish, baby bluish kind of top that you wear, and a white t-shirt under that. I can get a white t-shirt. I have the under part at the top. I don't think I have the tie. I'd have to buy a tie. And dude, if I ever put it on again, I would take it back to the sew shop and I would get them to take off. I would get them to take off my left. I would get them to take off my left patch, my left unit patch, which is 173rd. Well, yeah, I would get them to take off my left unit patch, which is the 173rd Airborne. And I would get them to replace it with the unit patch that I had from Fort Stewart. Why would I do that? Because I don't like the idea of having the same patch on both arms, because I don't know, to me that always signified that you really didn't do much or go very many places, and that you probably weren't even in all that long, which I wasn't. I was only in 4 years. You can consider that long if you want to, but yeah, that's what I would do, because right now my unit patch and my deployment patch are the same patch, right? And when I got to Fort Stewart, obviously on my work uniform it was different. It was unit patch was now the Fort Stewart patch, and the combat patch was the 173rd. And I like that little setup, but that's not the setup I have on my Class A's, because I never had to wear my Class A's when I went to Fort Stewart for any reason. And I really was too lazy to go to the sew shop and get that shit changed for a uniform I didn't plan on wearing. So on my Class A's, it's kind of fucked. So Cat, what's good? Yo, so who are we listening to first? Is it gonna be Church or Calhoun? What are we doing? The beef with Hosier and Adam started with ACal, so now that Ryan doesn't like Adam and it's squashed it. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I've squashed stuff that I've had with people in the past. Guys, I'm not as petty as I may have led you to believe over the years. I have the capability of admitting when I'm wrong, and fucking just like swallowing my pride and or ego, and just like, you know, with as long as the other person isn't extremely unreasonable. I mean, it's like, and then if you ever get to that point with a person where you can't even remember why you were mad to begin with, just go ahead and be friends, bro. There's no point. Really. Adams is a response to Church, so we'll do Churches first. Yeah, we did all that stuff. We did it in the last video, last stream. Listen to Slaughter to Prevail. We can do that on Twitch. We can't do that here though. The only reason I came here to do these is because I can do them here, and it was a good opportunity to go live on YouTube. And I'll probably go live again later on Twitch to stream some Marvel Rivals. I know I keep saying that and then I don't go live on Marvel Rivals, but I'm gonna. I just keep forgetting. Adam is done, you think so? That's probably gonna bleed, but that was so worth it. Adam is done. Creek Squad is cooked. Wait, Logan, whose side are you on? Or are you just like in the middle, just looking at this fucking train wreck? And you're just like, yeah, not looking good for either of y'all. Well, sir. I got no sides, bro. I'm on the side of music and rap battles. Again, I don't have any personal investment, personal stake in these two individuals. I leave that up to everybody else. I don't get in. I haven't been reviewing the music that way. I don't really look at it that way, and I don't really feel that way either. I have given some opinions on everything all around, but and I still maintain some level of unbiased, I feel. Because I like both of these dudes' music. I do. So I try to stay as unbiased as I possibly can when it comes to this stuff. Do I think that lyrically Church is the better rapper? Yes. But at this point in the rap battle, no one really cares about that. Which is fine. Everyone's more focused on what's being said, what's true, what's not true, what's backpedaling, what's direct, and stuff like that. And I take some of that stuff into account too when it's in the music. I don't really take it to heart whenever it's just like a topic of conversation. You know what I mean? So I try. Ryan has sport on Monday? Dude, so do I. It's over the phone, but... Yo, you should probably still go to the hospital to get a checkup, Leon. Just one. I mean, if you're not bleeding or nothing like that, then okay, cool, but again, if something feels off, you should go to the hospital. Or just go see a doctor real quick. Just be like, hey, this happened. Am I good? Something like that. Well, you could look at it like that, Cat, but I mean, it's all like that if you think about it. At the end of the day. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. You could also look at it like two grown men writing poems about each other back and forth to each other. But I don't know, man. And I've heard people say the same thing about football. Grown men just looking for an excuse to touch each other, chase around a fucking ball. It's fucking dumb. Right? But hey, man, it's competitive and it's interesting to watch, and people get into it, and there's drama, and people like drama, right? And if you don't like drama, you at the very least will slow down and stare for about a good 10 to 15 seconds, as long as you can, at that car accident. I know you will, bro, because I do. Everyone does. Everyone loves to see some chaos, some kind of destruction, some kind of, so if you look at it like that, then, that'd be better. It's just like, we like to see shit. You know that saying, shit happens? We like to see the shit that happens. So, I look at it like that. Is it stupid? Yeah. Yeah. But it's fun stupid. Really. I can't even be mad at it. Popcorn? Nah, bro, I had bacon earlier. I should probably go get some more. There's some more in there, but I'm gonna pace myself, because if I eat all that bacon right now, and believe you me, I can, I won't feel good later. So, yeah. Okay. We're gonna do upcharges first. Humans are addicted to drama. Yeah. They are. Good. Why do you think I watched all 8 seasons of fucking Gossip Girl? Yeah. I thought it was a good show. I thought it was fucking stupid at first. And then my wife at the time, she was watching it. I watched a couple episodes and I was like, wow, that girl's a bitch. And then I just sat there with her and watched a few episodes because I had nothing else to do. And I was like, wow, that dude's a huge douchebag. And another episode with her, and I was like, for a billionaire, that guy is actually pretty cool, and I like that guy. And then she went to bed. And then my ass stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning, binge watching the rest of that fucking season. And then the next day, I started over. And then she catches me watching it, and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I can't stop now. I got fucking invested. I don't know what to tell you. I'm starting over. Saddle in, because you're gonna rewatch it with me. Ugh. Fans get too emotional over the beef. I love the beefs, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes people get very, very emotional. Like, at the end of the day, I don't feel bad, bro, these dudes are millionaires, man. These dudes are millionaires. So, kind of like whenever tech companies go at each other, or some shit in the corporate world happens, and some companies are going at each other's throats. Oh no, I can't believe what happened to the stock value of Gillette. Yeah, I know, I can't believe they're still billionaires. So, there's a lot of people that get like emotionally wrapped up in shit that at the end of the day, it's not gonna have too much of an effect. I mean, right now, it is having an effect, right? As far as like, people just wanting to see music. Some people don't care about the drama shit. I do. Fun. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel overly upset or bad or have any kind of, when it comes to, like I was a huge fan of Kevin Spacey before we found out what he did. And then when we found out what he did, I was just like, oh, good Lord. All right. No more of that guy. I'll still go back and watch his old movies, but nothing new from this guy. And Hollywood hasn't put him in shit. But you know what I wasn't doing? I wasn't doing this. He's innocent. I've been watching his movies for years. He would never. And some people do that, and that's strange. I'm just like, do you know this man? Oh no. Bacon wrapped in bacon, deep fried in bacon grease. I'd eat that right now. 8 minutes! This isn't a fucking diss track. This is a rap ballad. I still watch Mel Gibson movies. Why wouldn't you? Why? Because he said the N-word all those years ago? That shit was just funny to me. A little bit too racist for other people's blood, but I thought that shit was funny. Not to mention, that was a private phone call. I can't stress that enough. Bitches, man. Ugh. I'm willing to forgive certain shit, right? Because I'm the type of person where I can compartmentalize my feelings if you're talented, right? I fucking despise LeBron. He's so good at basketball, though. And having gone 20 years in the league, bro, not a lot of players do that. But there's some shit I'm willing to forgive, like when Mel Gibson said the N-word and anti-Jewish rants and shit like that. The fuck, right? However, on the other hand of like Kevin Spacey, when we're talking about that kind of shit, or we're talking about like Bill Cosby kind of shit, yeah, I ain't forgiving that. I ain't watching your shit no more, bro. I can't unsee you that way. It doesn't matter how good of an actor you are. I can no longer unsee you for what you are. So, you know, is Leonardo DiCaprio kind of gross because a lot of the girls that he dates are like, I don't know, 19, 20 years old? Yeah, I feel so. But I can kind of look past that. You're just a weird old guy. But you're a fantastic actor. I'll give that to you. And you know, so and I'll still watch some of his movies. I think you're an asshat that likes to complain about fucking global warming and then hop on a private jet. But you know, again, another thing that I can look past because of the talent, right? Not so much in other cases. Mel Gibson, I can look past it. Kanye, Kanye just makes. I don't think Kanye's real, bro. Kanye's not a real person. Kanye is that's an idea, man. To him, Kanye's like the Joker. He's a concept that just like it's like water. It's so fluid and it's like evolving and always changing over time. It's like fucking Kanye's just Kanye, man. You can't love him or hate him, really. He just exists in your world and he's just there operating. And you're just like, that's Kanye. Kind of like oxygen, right? You're just breathing it. You don't even realize it, right? Just doing it automatically. Well, that's Kanye, right? You just see him and you're just like, oh. Right? It's Kanye. I still watch Will Smith movies. Yeah. I can look past the slap. Do I think you a whole ass bitch for doing that when the real reason is sitting right next to you? Of course I do. But still watch your films. I don't really give a fuck too much about the Bad Boys franchise anymore. Like Bad Boys 1, Bad Boys 2, good. Bad Boys 3, eh. It's kind of like a running theme actually, because Michael Bay directed it. It's the same theme with Transformers. Transformers 1 and 2, good. Third one, eh. Everything else, stop. Right? And that's kind of how it was with Bad Boys. Fucking Michael Bay. He thinks that if he puts just a shit ton of explosions, that it's going to make up for a lack of story and fucking plot points and shit. What's y'all's favorite Will Smith movie? I can't even tell it, but I could tell you. It'd take me a minute. What's y'all's favorite Will Smith movie? it's not a movie, but I will always be a fan, super fan, man, of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But aside from that, because that was just like lightning in a bottle right there for Will Smith. Um, I Am Legend. You know, I saw the alternate ending to that movie. I preferred the alternate ending to the actual ending. I like the alternate ending better. Independence Day. I Independence Day was so good. I like that movie. I Robot. I really, really did like I Robot. And bro, that I Robot is a movie that I saw as a child, but then it just like hit me way different. The concept of it hit me way differently as an adult, right? I watched that movie like with I've seen I Robot within the past 5 years, and when I watched it, I just like I saw it differently, very very differently. Wild Wild West was okay. Uh, dude, his worst movie, his worst movie, Earth, something Earth, with him and his son. That shit was so bad. That shit was dog shit. I hated everything. I hated everything about that. After Earth, something. Yes, that. Man, the fuck. I like the concept of the movie, the idea of it, but and man, I can't think of anything else with Will Smith that's notable, to be honest, for the exception of what y'all said. Gemini Man. I haven't seen Gemini Man. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Hitch. Yes, that's so good. With Kevin Smith. It's a chick flick, but I like it. I like that movie. Eva Mendes. Lord, that was just worth watching all on its own. You could have put any. You didn't even have to put what Will Smith. It had Eva Mendes. You could have made. You could have casted anyone really. It had Eva Mendes. I do like Hancock. You know, a lot of people trash on that movie, and I like it. I don't see what was so bad about it. I mean, I didn't read the comics, and I don't know much about the lore of Hancock, but I thought the movie was pretty good. I would love to see Hancock like just interact with Deadpool. God, that would be hilarious. Then again, you could say that about any hero or like any character in both universes. An interaction with Deadpool is hilarity regardless who's there. He's funny on his own. I should go get more coffee before we start this because this is an 8-minute diss track. That's wild. All right, give me a second. Oh, dude, actually, that movie's amazing. Enemy of the State. That did have Will Smith in it, didn't it? That was a really good movie. Okay. Outcast. I'm currently in Virginia, man. Be back in Georgia soon, though. That's my plan anyway. Okay, y'all ready? Up church, doing more rapping. Here we go.
Hey, he doing rapping again. Church, motherfucker.
Don't do that. Eminem does that. Stop doing.
Dude, this coffee mug fucking sucks. Like, I can't get my fingers in a right way to pick this up comfortably. It's either this or fucking, I hate this. This is such a pain in the... My hands are too big for this shit. Kind of know how Shaq feels now when he tries to use literally fucking anything.
Look at these never gonna bees walking around my throne again. I told them that they all suck, now they licking the seat for donor eggs. Got them fucked up, got my evil side feeling young again. Talk about church, all you won't never hold a flame at upper ends. I cross-examine the altar, then alter the motives to rope them in and stick them on the track while I'm driving the locomotive. Shit, West Virginia cold by the ton to show them they...
Right there, he's like, I baited all of them. And now they coming for me. I think. He said a lot there. The fuck.
They all suck, now they licking the seat for donor eggs. Got them fucked up, got my evil side feeling young again. Talk about church, all you won't never hold a flame at upper ends. I cross-examine the altar, then alter the motives to rope them in and stick them on the track while I'm driving the locomotive. Shit, West Virginia cold by the ton to show them they barely lit. All your joints a little flick with a little bic. Somebody call up anything for Adam to battle a couple licks so he can feel he's doing shit, then toss him in the industry ditch. And now my knee and the neck could collide up and popping Kaepernick, pop up a coffin in Nashville and giving the Tennessee Titan pin again. You not doing, been growing. Only way I'm coughing is if I'm smoking that air pollution. Stupid! He doing praying hands and saying I'm loose ass. Fucking cut the beat, this dude ain't never produced hits. I don't need a group for this. Like I said, dude never produced hits, and I'd never pay 2 cents for your doodle dandy country music acoustics. You wish you was snapping, but you really nibbling toothpicks. You wish you was country, yard only got 2 sticks. Hustle Hard Records really ain't doing shit, except Katie drove to the 615 with 2 huge hustler Hollywood dicks. Trying to compensate for when she rode the Upchurch cruise ship. Demon Jones dipped out cause you couldn't defuse this. Now Calhoun texting me like, dude, please call me, Skin. This dude calling me a fed like that statement's for real. But you identify as a dude who's never shaving his beard. I'm about as undercover as your son pretending he's not queer. If you didn't get that last line, I'll explain it to make it clear. Feds shave their beard, change name, and disappear. And if Adam ain't doing rapping, you'll really know who he is. Standing beside a Harley, but the motherfucker can't ride it. Trying to do rapping, but Broadneck's gotta write it. Doing capping, doing lying, doing dying, doing crying. Doing everything except giving your life a truthful alignment. Pen game ain't clicking. He scribbled, but nothing happening. You colliding with Hermes, sneeze on a piece of paper, open my eyes and I wipe snot and it appears as platinum enlightenment. This dude having a fucking midlife crisis, 30 back-to-back YouTube retirements? You got a job by faking having only half the requirements. You Mr. Extinguish myself, not possible to be fired. Lit.
That was actually pretty good. But dude, how long are we going a cappella? Listen, I've been listening to rap a long time. And I love acapella. I've never seen it go this long. Ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen acapella go this long. And I've listened to a lot of rappers that they do it, right? The beat's going, they're in a good flow, and then the beat stops, and then they go. And when they go, they kind of follow the beat. However, this acapella has been going so long, I forgot what the beat sounded like. That's just my 2 cents. I can't even tell if that's constructive criticism or just like a kind of holy shit thing, but damn.
crisis, 30 back-to-back YouTube retirements? You got a job by faking having only half the requirements. You Mr. Extinguish myself, not possible to be fired, lit? I mean, damn. Give these bitches all a white ribbon for trying to play me audition, occupation in remission, after paying 50 rappers $50 to do a bunch of flopping disses, and they accept it because they lived in mama's basement playing dress up. Satisfied everywhere in life except in the mirror from the neck up, catalog a shit dump. You ain't nothing but a bitch, chump. And if I'm the devil and I was on a thick stump, I'd pop you with a fiddle and rotten ribbon without even pulling a damn note, cause I don't get guitar strum. Yeah, there's a real diss track, you fucking politicking non-politician, polished shit dish, always simping to other dudes.
I missed something there, but bro, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not doing it.
Cause you suck it.
Just a little bit.
You fucking politicking non-politician, polished shit dish, always simping to other dudes cause you suck at rhyming lyrics.
Said pile of shit, polished.
Cause I don't get guitar strum. Yeah, there's a real diss track, you fucking politicking non-politician, polished shit dish, always simping to other dudes cause you suck at rhyming lyrics. You take medication for simply having critics. It kills your spirit cause your maturity level mimics one of a kid who just got his license at Sonic trying to holler at bad bitches. I'm pretty sure a whole section of your fucking brain missing. He went from being Rocky Balboa to acting like he's a divine Christian. You morally all fiction, gonna take more than what y'all dishing. If I kill any more careers, I'll be labeled as a forbidden mortician, magician, musician, encryption, most attention, intention getting business wizard that ever fucking existed, bitches.
Jesus.
Yeah, you now in a dead end. You done been done.
Wait. Bro, the beat's not coming back, is it? The beat's not coming back, is it? That's wild. I would love the beat if not until it's over. Oh no. I'm trying. Shit.
And dead in the end, dead ass, dead serious, and dead gum. Holy shit. Don't even get to catch this body. This motherfucker, you gotta literally deadlift. Yeah.
Bro, the bars are really good. Some of them I've missed, man. There were some doubles in there, and there was, quite honestly, there's some shit in there that I didn't understand, and I didn't get. It was like taking jabs and throwing punches, but in a less than direct. Well, on this one now, I feel like Church is flexing his rapping skills, really, and it's not that there's a problem with anything he's saying. It's just that whatever y'all are still feuding or beefing about, is it even in here? I don't know. We're good. I gotta admit, I'm a little exhausted with the acapella, and there's a lot. Hopefully, this is like your last response. Why make it this long if you had more to say? Go back.
Been done and dead in the end. Dead ass, dead serious, and dead gum. Holy shit. Don't even get to catch this body. This motherfucker, you gotta literally deadlift.
That was fire. That was really good.
Yeah, I know. There's a whole bunch of dead shit. Dead beating the dead stare. He won't write, can't fight. Dead man walking and talking. So speaking of stepping on the dead, lastly, I'll give him a dead leg. Because the last time you got rocked, it was from a Nashville end. One hit and you were stoned, stumbling in the road like a malfunctioned Tesla bot.
I mean, I didn't know that, but damn. But so I guess he's saying Adam got knocked out by somebody or got hit by somebody and got rattled, right? Because I've been hit by somebody before and I got hit really, really hard and I fell. I didn't get knocked out. I fell and then got back up, realized I had like a tooth missing. And then I was just like stumbling and didn't know where the fuck I was really for a couple of seconds. And then the guy that hit me was gone. I don't know. But I didn't know that. You got sucker punched, then the guy ran? Oh, alright. Well, I mean, I haven't seen the video. If it's a true sucker punch, I'm taking this with a grain of salt. If it's a true sucker punch, then that's not really something that you can hold over someone. Like, I can't believe you got knocked the fuck out. I wasn't looking, bro, for real. You know, so if that is indeed the case, then yeah, you really can't use that, church. I wouldn't. Anyway. That wasn't a sucker punch? Okay, then I don't know. I haven't seen the video. But if it wasn't a sucker punch and you were I don't want to I don't think I can believe it was a sucker punch because Adam talks a lot of shit, right? And he's always about fighting. So if he's going to fight, he's going to fight. I don't think he's going to be in a position to get sucker punched, but
Almost got hit by 2 buses, an Escalade, and an off-duty Vandy cop. And you calling me Diddy. Really, really? That shit's silly. You call me Diddy because you really know that I'm 50. And I got the sense to get you mollywop, Mr. Guild of Lollipops. You always hanging in the background like a cutscene of Wizard of Oz. And I bet right now...
He's like, don't ever call me broke again. I have enough money to get you killed for real. Like, I remember that one line. It was like, it was Eminem that said it. He's like, I got enough money to have you killed by someone who has nothing. All right, let's go back.
And an off-duty Vandy cop. And you calling me Diddy. Really, really? That shit's silly. You call me Diddy because you really know that I'm 50. And I got the sense to get you mollywop, Mr. Guild.
When he says, you know that I'm 50, is he talking about... He talking about 50 Cent? I think he's talking about 50 Cent because 50 Cent is always fucking with Diddy. Always talking shit. Always trolling. Always. Bro. Always. I love 50. He's hilarious to me. That, like, as he ages, he just becomes more and more of a menace. Really. And it's funny, like, how he trolls and shit.
This is an Escalade and an off-duty Vandy cop. And you calling me Diddy. Really, really? That shit's silly. You call me Diddy because you really know that I'm 50. And I got the sense to get you mollywop, Mr. Guild of Lollipops. You always hanging in the background like a cutscene of Wizard of Oz. And I bet right now you wish the fucking mic would drop. But the mic is not. But if the mic did drop, it would do what you're trying to achieve faster than you can do it. And that would be for the mic to pop. And hip-hop your ass to not a spot. You try to stand beside me? Nah. You part of some weird cabal? You in Jelly Roll at my house saying, dude, you're worth a lot of money, dog. Yeah, that's because you 2 motherfuckers are some honey hogs. 200 million for my catalog. That wouldn't shock me even if I stuck my tongue to the strongest prong of a cattle prod. Somebody graph a scatter plot. Money to me, man. If I stuck my tongue to the strongest prong of a cattle prod.
That was a good... The electricity bar right there was nice.
You're worth a lot of money, dog. Yeah, that's because you 2 motherfuckers are some honey hogs. 200 million for my catalog. That wouldn't shock me even if I stuck my tongue to the strongest prong of a cattle prod. Somebody graph a scatter plot. Money to me matters not. Really what the matter was, I'm so fucking dope you'd OD trying to get like me a lot. You a stick figure rapper. I'm a stroke of medieval art. You embody artificial art. In my...
Hold on. This is a lot, man. And it's really, really good. Just from rapping, lyricism, wordplay. The wordplay is fantastic, and I can't pause for everything, and some shit's just going over my head, really. And there are some things in here that are very, very specific to Adam that I can neither confirm nor get an answer to or not. There's just been a couple things in here that I just like let go because I was just like, whatever. That's not even worth diving into, but.
Wouldn't shock me even if I stuck my tongue to the strongest prong of a cattle prod. Somebody graph a scatter plot.
Hold on. The bridge is burned. This and jelly is insane. I don't think it's a bridge burned. Well, it is a bridge burned, but I don't think it's gonna affect. I don't think it's gonna affect church. You gotta remember. the kind of artist that Church is and was before Jelly Roll. Really. I mean, Rolling Stone came before Jelly Roll. Well, maybe Jelly Roll was like on the scene making music, but he didn't have any business with Church at the time. White Lightning, man, before Jelly Roll. There's just a whole bunch of shit that he did prior to any of these guys that if he does burn these bridges, it really won't be anything lost. The only thing he's losing here is friends. That's it. From a monetary standpoint and from a business standpoint, being in the business standpoint, your own fame kind of standpoint, Church, he demands his own fame. He gets his own fame. He doesn't profit from friendship with any of these guys. And that's the funny part, because a lot of these guys have profited from Church. So if he does burn these bridges, I don't really feel like he's losing anything.
Money to me matters not. Really what the matter was, I'm so fucking dope you'd OD trying to get like me a lot. You a stick figure rapper. I'm a stroke of medieval art. You embody artificial art. And my body obtains the DNA of stars.
That was really good. I like that. I like that line. At this point, I completely forgot we were in acapella, and maybe he thought of that when he was writing it. He was like, some people might not really like that I'm still fucking acapella at this point, but maybe it'll grow on him. It hasn't grown on me. I just forgot he was really doing it because it's been going on for a while now.
Honey hogs, 200 million for my catalog. That wouldn't shock me even if I stuck my tongue to the strongest prong of a cattle prod. Somebody graph a scatter plot. Money to me matters not. Really what the matter was, I'm so fucking dope you'd OD trying to get like me a lot. You a stick figure rapper.
I love this line. You a stick figure rapper, and
I'm a stroke of medieval art. You embody artificial art. And my body obtains the DNA of stars. And why you still trying to convince people our talent is a fucking inch apart? You're somebody that people mock. Black reactors probably really despise your ass when they cut the computer screen off. And I don't blame anybody, because you got the vibe of a crooked cracker cop giving tickets for your personal problems because you personally don't know how to solve them. Motherfucker, I'm Papa Smurf, you Papa Squat. In this situation, you Papa Doc.
Damn, that was crazy. I'm Papa Doc, you Papa Squat. Meaning, who pops a squat? Ladies. And in rap terms, bitches. You a bitch. That was clean. That was good.
They really despise your ass when they cut the computer screen off. And I don't blame anybody, because you got the vibe of a crooked cracker cop giving tickets for your personal problems because you personally don't know how to solve them. Motherfucker, I'm Papa Smurf, you Papa Squat. In this situation, you Papa Doc. Tried to pop a shot. Industry shoulda went and got a proper prop. You like an ex-girlfriend who wanna fight a cock and doodle-do the dirty deeds and be the lyrical substance of 80s rock. Let me guess, jam.
The cock-a-doodle-doo. That was good.
Got a proper prop. You like an ex-girlfriend who wanna fight a cock and doodle-do the dirty deeds and be the lyrical substance of 80s rock. Let me guess, Jam Wayne, zipper coming undone, oh dang. And he's dating Tama, no way. Check the pressure of blood, you say, Goody Sam, midget fuck, you beefing what?
That should have been the diss track the whole time. You should have done it. Can we get a remix to that? Can that be a single? You just like do a parody? You like doing parodies, Church? I know you do remixes and you can do them well. You want to do a parody of some kind to that? I'd listen to that. Man, some Corn coming undone? That's... And then you just make it...
For coming undone, oh dang. And he's dating Tama, no way. Check the pressure of blood, you say.
Dating Taman.
Goody Sam, midget fuck, you beefing what? You ain't beefing nothing if you don't beefy it up. Remember them teeny tiny hands probably require condom-sized boxing gloves. Adam gonna be like, dude, what's up pay-per-view tickets? We'll call the event 2 Trojan Punch. But only one of us is Trojan, son. You like Roman Reigns, I'm like Julius Caesar from Rome, you cunt. Using...
That was good. That was clean.
Adam gonna be like, dude, what's up pay-per-view tickets? We'll call the event 2 Trojan Punch. But only one of us is Trojan, son. You like Roman Reigns, I'm like Julius Caesar from Rome, you cunt. Using G-O-D to save his ASS, but he really getting cursed by the son of the man. I stay humming the ham, I stay running the shit, stomping mud holes and motherfuckers who try to make the narrative that I ain't nothing but a running the mill. I'm running with mills, running from deals. I ain't rappers just because, and none of y'all are much of
the run of the mill and running with mills line, that was good. Y'all think I'm a run of the mill rapper? Nah, I'm running with mills, millions, and you nah, man, that was good. I like that flow switch there too, that he had, which he's probably done. It's just he's probably done it a couple times. It's just been lost on me, really, because now I'm more focused on the lyrics. I couldn't really get focused at the beginning because I was trying to get in tune with the beat, and then the beat stopped, and that was kind of like just jarring to me, and then I just kind of had to get used to it. But we're here now. I'm good now. The beginning of it was chaotic in my head.
beefing what? You ain't beefing nothing if you don't beefy it up. Remember them teeny tiny hands probably require condom-sized boxing gloves. Adam gonna be like, dude, what's up pay-per-view tickets? We'll call the event 2 Trojan Punch. But only one of us is Trojan, son. You like Roman Reigns, I'm like Julius Caesar from Rome, you cunt. Using G-O-D.
Yeah, because I guess there's nothing else to... That's what it is. We're talking shit. I mean, Adam's done the same shit, continuously bringing up your own drugs, talking shit. That's what it is. And at this point, that's what it's going to be. They've already gotten out all of the grievances. Even though there wasn't really any grievances. It was just, you said this, then you said that, and you're friends with this person, and then I don't like you, and then you didn't say anything. I don't know, man. It's just like, they're both in the same boat, really. As far as, yeah, we're talking shit at this point. All of the stuff that they were mad about, I guess, has already been said or established. Whether the listener understood it or not, that's besides the point. To them, they've already gotten past the initial shit of why they're mad. Now we're at the point where we're just talking shit at this point, really. I came to terms with that in one of Adam's. I was like, okay, we're just talking shit in this one. All right, so we're not... And at this point, I kind of understand that all that shit's pretty much over now, really. When we listen to Adam's, I feel like it's going to be more of the same. Will it be good? Maybe, probably, hope so. But more of the same, talking shit. That's what we're doing.
D to save his ASS, but he really getting cursed by the son of the man. I stay humming the ham, I stay running the shit, stomping mud holes and motherfuckers who try to make the narrative that I ain't nothing but a running the mill. I'm running with mills, running from deals. I ain't rappers just because, and none of y'all are much of a mill. Everything I've been offered ain't much of a deal. So what is it then? Either y'all gay for a hillbilly or you work for the Illuminati trying to get rid of Billy the Kid. Cause I'm really the biz. Check the track record, I really don't miss. Being a reptilian, not a snake.
Literally, track record. Check the tracks.
I telepathically hiss. I ain't a superstar, I'm practically a galaxy riff. And you gonna keep getting burned like the Carter 5 on a galaxy disc. We are not the same, I'm actually this. Language arts killer, vanilla.
Carter 5, man.
Spitter, vanilla villain. I ain't worried about a vanilla gorilla. Why? Cause I'm mega resilient, vanilla Godzilla. So chicka. Also ain't nobody worried about Flogzilla. WD-40 head ass and your bitch look like Matilda. These motherfuckers yelling but not making any sound. Welcome to the...
Oh my god. I don't know what Flogzilla did, but get fucked on, nerd, I guess. I don't know. Oh Lord, that's I gotta go back. I was gonna say something. Oh, right here. Okay.
Getting burned like the Carter 5 on a galaxy disc. We are not the same, I'm actually this. Language arts killer, vanilla spitter, vanilla villain. I ain't worried about a vanilla gorilla. Why? Cause I'm mega resilient, vanilla Godzilla. So chicka. Also ain't nobody worried about Flogzilla. WD-40 head ass and your bitch look like Matilda. These motherfuckers yelling but not making any sound. Welcome to the guillotine, all capsizes around. End up in church rap captivity grounds.
Welcome to that was good. Hold on. I was still on that fucking, he said his girl looked like Matilda. Okay. Alright.
WD-40 head ass and your bitch look like Matilda. These motherfuckers yelling but not making any sound. Welcome to the guillotine, all capsizes around.
I like that. Welcome to the guillotine, all capsizes around. Fucking about to decapitate you motherfuckers. No matter the fucking.
down, end up in upchurch rap captivity grounds. Reborn in the South every time I come back around. Buried bigger enemies and them ain't no fucking Indian mounds. Somebody ask Adam if Lennox is an Indian town, cause him and his friends got red dots on their heads like they Indians now. You been volcanically burned. This dude got the pressure and ended up an obsidian clown. The channel Ashley's thoughts broke y'all's individual
Yo, dude, that was good.
town, cause him and his friends got red dots on their heads like they Indians now. You been volcanically burned. This dude got the pressure and ended up an obsidian clown.
Damn. Damn. That's because obsidian is a rock that's created in volcanoes from like volcanic pressure and the heat and shit like that. And when it cools, it makes an amazing looking fucking rock stone that you can forge into shit and make into shit. It's glass, man. That was good. That I like the scientific bar there.
Indians now. You been volcanically burned. This dude got the pressure and ended up an obsidian clown. The channel Ashley's thoughts broke y'all's individual spiritual shitty lyricism down. And I'm like, look at all these dudes that think they ain't suspect and this chick is getting them found. She like, did he really say that? Yeah, sissy, who's really the one? Did he and now?
Yo, we at 7 minutes.
Oh, all right, bet. Damn, 7 minutes?
That's what I said.
All right, cool. Okay.
Fatality.
Alright, so some of you are right. There was some stuff in there that didn't stick, but the same thing can be said about quite a few of Adam's tracks. Hell, Adam put out 4 and only 1 was worthy. No, it was 3 and only 1 was worthy. So I mean, same can be said about either or, regardless who you're talking about. I liked it. I like the shots. I like the wordplay. I like the mainly just the lyricism, the doubles. That there was quite a few that just went over my head that I just didn't get. And it's already had this been a 3.5-minute song, I could have paused and tried to understand and break down every single little thing he said. With this being 8 minutes, we'd be here for 2 hours, right? So that's on one song. So that's overall though, I did enjoy this. There's some funny lines in there, some funny punches. Not so much punches. There was quite a few uppercuts in here. Whether they landed for you, that's debatable. Most of them landed for me. Whether they had the desired effect for a diss track as per their feud and what they're actually fighting about, I don't know, man. I'm here for the beef, the rap, really. And I really like to prioritize in this in particular because there seems to be a lot of, I'm the better rapper. No, I'm the better rapper. And that's why I've been judging it like this. That's why I've been reviewing it like this and that's what I'm focusing on is who's the better rapper. If they can only stay on topic for so long because it's just like beating a dead horse at times, really. There's only so much that you can continue to harp on. And a lot of you would probably say, then fucking stop the rap battle, it's over. I agree. However, if it's going to continue, then it's going to be this, right? So Playboy the Beast and Hard Target got into it. I listened to one by Playboy the Beast that was directed at Adam, and he said a whole bunch of nothing. He raps good, but then again, what we listened to was like 10 months ago. I don't know. I don't know how do the fans feel? I wonder what the fans feel about other rappers throwing their hat into the ring. I see it so much. Like, I understand why rappers threw their hat into the ring whenever Church said he was the best. Naturally, it's a challenge. Church knew what he was doing there. But why some rappers would feel the need to throw their hat into the ring in regards to this 1v1 personal beef between Upchurch and Calhoun, it's always weird to me, really. There's some instances where I'm just like, oh, bet you want to join in on this too? Cool, go ahead, battle royale. But then there's other times during a rap beef where it's just like, who are you? Even no, like, and then the excuses is always like, oh, that's my boy, okay? Like, I understand if your boy is like physically getting his ass whipped by two people, you decide to jump in and help a brother out, but bro, this is lyrical combat. Like, you can't just like sit and cheer, really. And then hell, even separate altercations spawned from the original altercation because like one rapper is friends with this rapper who's beefing with the other rapper, and there's another rapper that's friends with that rapper that doesn't like the main rapper, and their two rapper friends are going at it, so naturally they're gonna go at it, and it's just like, y'all didn't even know of each other's existence 25 minutes ago, but because these two dudes are beefing now we're here with you guys. Why are y'all mad? And then there's never really a reason. Well, he said whenever rap beefs start because of he said, she said, I think that's the lamest shit in the world. There may be there's validity to Church and Calhoun, but like, oh, maybe then again, maybe that started because of he said. Yeah, Rex, we will. Ryan, thank you so much for the 1 month, man. You're fantastic. I appreciate it. If you want to request something, man, feel free. We're gonna check out this Adam one and then check out the patron list because there's some requests in there. And Joy, hello, how are you? I didn't see you. I don't like it because I don't think it helps your boy. It makes them look weak. Having someone else like fight on your behalf or do something on your behalf. Yeah. I used to hate that shit back in the day. Back when I had my old channel and it was like kind of popping off and shit. And I'd go to the comment section and I'd see someone in there talking about like, oh, look at all his subs fighting his battles for him. And I'm like, man, I just saw this comment. What are you talking about? I can't control what the fuck these people write. That shit pissed me off, dude. And like, I was on the verge of telling you guys, like, dude, do not respond to these fucking people. Don't let them get under your fucking skin because then you say something and then I get shit on even more. Like, look at this little coward. He doesn't want to fucking talk to us. He has his fans do it. I have no one do it. Bro, people respond to you because they want to respond to you. I can't control what people say. I'm not even telling them to say it on my behalf. That's just how they feel. So it's just like, whatever. Illuminati confirmed. Shit. If what, me? I'm never getting into that group. I'm too chaotic. And just like King Leonidas, I have a hard, very, very strong cramp in my leg that makes it's gonna make it very hard for me to kneel. So, and maybe not physically, but mentally, I'm unable to do that. So, No Illuminati for this guy. Not to mention, I don't want to go out into the middle of fucking nowhere to a fucking forest and pray to a goddamn owl statue with some crazy old white people. Pass. Not doing it. Is it to pick up your kids' toys, Ashley? Is that what it is? Because that's what I'd be doing. I just heard someone say in the store, I can't wait to have medium rare chicken. Yeah, sure. You can't wait to have E. coli. That's medium rare chicken. I'd probably tell that. I'd tell them no. Sorry, we can't do that. But why? We have like a health inspector that comes every now and again, and no, fuck you. You might as well kick that person out. They're not well. And if they are well, they're not going to be well after you serve them the medium rare chicken. What kind of a goddamn world are we living in where people eat medium rare chicken? That should be illegal. That should be against the law. That should at least be a $2.50 fine if you ever order that. I just finished season 1 of the Jack Reacher show. Bro, season 1's fire, and I haven't seen season 2, and season 3 is about to come out, so I need to hop on season 2 and watch that. Make it $3 to cover taxes, yes. Make it 3. Pork ragu and medium chicken? Jesus Christ. You might as well eat throw up. Disgusting. Like, dude, for me, people that eat rare steak, y'all confuse me. People that eat well done steak, y'all annoy me. People that do medium rare, hey, what up? What's good? Like I just cannot stand either of the two. Medium or medium rare. I go with medium rare. It's just, for me, that's where it is. Medium rare, man. Rare or well done? What the fuck are we even talking about? Are we talking about food? Because y'all are talking about an infection. What we're doing. Oh shit. Alright. There's holy water. Alright.
Looking to get stronger? Join.
Bro, it does. It's trash. It tastes, yeah, it tastes like you're chewing on charcoal. That shit's not desirable at all. My ex-wife used to eat rare steak. And I know one day, and I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Anytime she would make it, I would just eat something else. And she would kind of get upset, and I'd be like, no, it's not, it's fine. I'll gladly eat something else. You eat what you want to eat, it's fine. Whenever you make something else, I'll eat that. It's just, I can't do that. The first time she made it, I didn't know that it was rare. And when it was on the plate, it didn't look rare at all. It looked medium rare, but it wasn't. It was rare. And I start eating it, and I'm chewing. And I'm chewing. And I'm chewing. And I'm like, God damn. Yo, babe, what the fuck is this steak? What's going on here? She's like, what? I was like, I feel like I've done P90X with my fucking jaw. Like, I can't chew or swallow this shit. What's happening? I can't even eat this. She's like, it tastes fine to me. I was like, it's not about the taste. I'm not gonna be able to process this, man. Like, I can't chew this. It feels like I'm chewing on a fucking tire. How are you eating this? What kind of teeth do you have? It was terrible, bro. It was absolutely horrendous. I was like, I can't do this. It's like chewing on gum. This is so fucking ass. Okay. You guys ready? Adam Calhoun. Up church this. Holy water. After we do this, we're gonna go back and read comments. We're gonna read comments for churches, and we're gonna read comments for this.
Dear God, I don't want to do this. Please forgive me.
This is crack. Ryan walks around the house, yelling at his daughter like she stabbed me in the back. I'm going to my room to make some whack-ass diss tracks. And when I come out, you better have a lot of this ranch. Cause I'm the man, I sell it. Never been jealous, even though I yell it. Every motherfucker, if it's truth, they tellin'. Better than Eminem, bigger than Elvis. Yeah, I'm bigger than Elvis. When
that flow switch was so clean. I was really liking that. Hold on.
This ranch, cause I'm the man, I sell it. Never been jealous, even though I yell it. Every motherfucker, if it's truth, they tellin'. Better than Eminem, bigger than Elvis. Yeah, I'm bigger than Elvis. When I walk in the room, my ego's first. Stand on internet business.
I will agree with Calhoun here. Yeah, church, you're not bigger than Eminem, and I hate to tell you, bro, you ain't better than Eminem. Not in my opinion. Not in my most humble opinion. So I will agree. Bigger and better than Elvis, man. I don't know, man. I can't even give a proper opinion. I wasn't even alive when Elvis was popping. I wasn't alive. I didn't see that man perform. And I've barely even seen this man in music videos. I've seen the shit that everyone else sees, right? I know that he died on the toilet, but I didn't get into Elvis at all, ever, for any reason. So, but I do pay attention to society, and they deem this man as one of the greatest. So I'm gonna go ahead and say false on that too. It'd be like comparing yourself to Michael Jackson.
It's like a boss. Look at my creaker shirt.
Hold on.
Truth they tellin'. Better than Eminem, bigger than Elvis. Yeah, I'm bigger than Elvis. When I walk in the room, my ego's first. Stand on internet business like a boss. Look at my creaker shirt. Never gonna fight in real life at all costs.
Like the way he condescendingly mocked him there. He's like standing on internet business, because you know, internet shit is just stupid shit. You know, that's.
Yeah, I'm bigger than Elvis. When I walk in the room, my ego's first. Stand on internet business like a boss. Look at my creaker shirt. Never gonna fight in real life at all costs till I leave this earth. When are y'all gonna realize it's a facade? Yeah, but at least it works. I made my mind fuck my manager. Told her, be loose. I spent a lot of money. Blamed it on her. Now she's through. I got my new girl pregnant. Had to give.
That Be Loose line was good. Be Loose is his video guy, I think, if I can remember correctly.
I made my mind fuck my manager. Told her, be loose. I spent a lot of money. Blamed it on her. Now she's through. I got my new girl pregnant.
Well, whether he said it or not, that's besides the point. Outcast, I'm just stating my opinion on that fact, whether that fact is a true statement from church or not.
Had to convince myself
I gotta go back.
Made my mind fuck my manager. Told her, be loose. I spent a lot of money. Blamed it on her. Now she's through. I got my new girl pregnant. Had to convince myself she's cute. I'll be lucky if I know my daughter when she's 2. You wanna see me doing?
Damn, that's But hey, church opened it up to take shots at the children whenever he was talking shit about Damon. So there you go. No one can really be mad about that.
If I know my daughter when she's 2, you wanna see me doing whapping? Stalactite, metamorphosis, I'm a megalodon swordfish. A collective poems about bark on a tree. Nobody.
That was a lot, and maybe it meant something. I just don't want to do the mental gymnastics to break that down or figure that out right now.
Tight metamorphosis, I'm a megalodon swordfish. A collective poems about.
A megalodon swordfish is wild, but hold on.
My daughter when she's 2, you wanna see me doing whapping? Stalactite, metamorphosis, I'm a megalodon swordfish.
Stalactite metamorphosis. Stalactite is like this big fucking pointy, sharp rock that is usually found underground. And a megalodon swordfish, that's just a crazy ass concept, bro. Imagine the megalodon mixed with a sword for that. That's even more lethal.
Collective poems about bark on a tree.
I gotta go back.
When she's 2, you wanna see me doing whapping? Stalactite, metamorphosis, I'm a megalodon swordfish. A collective poems about bark.
Oh, it's not that deep? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I thought maybe he was trying to say something there. I fucking know.
On a tree, nobody smarter than me. Don't matter if it's off beat.
Charge, motherfucker.
What's up, dog? What you doing?
Sometimes his mocking Upchurch voice and his normal voice kind of sound the same.
You doing a little whapping? Doing whapping, Ryan? Let me show you how to do this shit, little boy. I can double time like a number 9, that's a Glock with a switch on it. I was dead broke, now I got a pot, I can piss on it. You a damn joke, every Instagram post, you a douchebag stroke. All you do is bitch on it, this on a schizophrenic, God forbid someone else does better. All you do is shit on it, motherfucker need to move on. Pretty sure your life insists on it, find it, they can sit on it. Church sticky, big dog, buddy dog fool. Wanna see him get better, shit I think we all do. Life caving in like he about to fall through. Ryan think he 50 Cent, but he just Ja Rule. And now
Yo, damn. And dude, this flow goes so hard, man. And yeah, the punches are there, the jabs are there, but hey, for this literally has the same theme that Ryan's had whenever people said that none of Ryan's shit hit. This is the same theme. We're talking shit here, except again, this one is a lot more fun to listen to than Upchurch's because the beat, again, I do like me some good acapella, bro, and whenever a rapper does it, he does it sparingly and he doesn't do it for that long. The fact that the entire thing was acapella it made it not fun for me. Really. I do like acapella, just not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. And with this is more fun to listen to than Church's, I will say that. Let me go back.
all you do is bitch on it, this on a schizophrenic, God forbid someone else does better. All you do is shit on it, motherfucker need to move on. Pretty sure your life insists on it, find it, they can sit on it. Church sticky, big dog, buddy dog fool. Wanna see him get better, shit I think we all do. Life caving in like he about to fall through. Ryan think he 50 Cent, but he just Ja Rule. And I don't even wanna do this, I'm Caesar, he Brutus, deceiver Judas. Drink the Kool-Aid, he feed the foolish. Your rule is over, he think he doing. Hey, hold up, turn that fucking music off. You made your bed, now you gotta lay on it. I dropped the beat too if I couldn't stay on it. You set the bar so low when you do something average. Your fans are ecstatic, fanatic. Like, Ryan, that's fantastic. That's it. Everyone clap for the handicapped kid. Take a knee. You can't come back from this like Kaepernick. He acts as if he invented rap, but never uses pen and pad and wouldn't step foot in the neighborhood it was invented at. Anyone smell a rat? What are you better at? Lying to your fans? That's cool. I'm a better dad. Erratic behavior? Fans think you're a savior.
To be fair, he just had a kid. I feel like it takes time to become a good dad, and it's the first kid, so chances are you might fuck it up at first. But no, I'm just saying.
Fans, that's cool. I'm a better dad. Erratic behavior. Fans.
That reminds me of
Step foot in the neighborhood it was invented at. Anyone smell a rat? What are you better at? Lying to your fans? That's cool. I'm a better dad.
You dress better, I rap better. That's what that reminds me of.
Erratic.
Is that a death threat or a love letter?
Behavior? Fans think you're a savior. What Kool-Aid we drinking today? Choose a flavor. Church a clueless hater. You're a cult leader, right? Kill yourself. Dear God, do us a favor. How you rap off beat with no beat? You beating me in rap is like beating me in track with no feet. Damn. We are different. You rhyme, I'm burning 100 proof. You wouldn't stand behind your words if the sign was right in front of you. George Bush could drive home and you still wouldn't leave with a W. I'ma bury you in that red fucking onesie just to fuck with you. Saying I paid $50 for people to dish you, I ain't got to. Truth is, I couldn't pay him enough not to. I got into a...
I believe that. I believe that. At least I would hope to believe that there's not a fucking rapper out here that's just like, hey man, I'll give you $50 if you diss this guy. That's fucking lame. So I would hope that that's the case. Yes, that like I didn't fucking have to, man. But at the same time, I would have had to pay them more fucking not to, because they were like rabid dogs, man. I had to keep them away. But again, we just talked about that. These rabid dogs need to know their role in the place of a beef. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And now I can understand if these two motherfuckers are beefing and then Church says your name in the diss track and you're just like, oh, bet you said my name, game on, let's go. But if it really had nothing to do with you in the first place, bro, just like all the fans and the spectators, take a seat. You know what I'm saying?
Fight in Nashville, you tried to use that. I stood like a man, and that's one more fight in Tennessee than you have.
Hold on.
Truth is, I couldn't pay him enough not to. I got into a fight in Nashville. You tried to use that. I stood like a man, and that's one more fight in Tennessee than you have.
That's something I was going to say, and I forgot because I started reading chat. At least he got in there and fought. You know, there's a lot of people that will talk shit about fighters and will talk shit about boxers and stuff like that. But they'll never get in the ring. Ever. Right? And then you have those people that do talk shit. They're clearly out of their depth, but they have the balls to get in the ring in the first place. And those people, while I think you're kind of stupid for talking that much shit and it's very ill-advised to do that, you still had the balls to get in there and put your fists where your mouth is. Not a lot of people will do that, right? So you got to give credit there. And I kind of figured he was not sucker punched. He doesn't strike me as the person that would get sucker punched, and if he did, I feel like he'd say it. I don't know, but
Newsflash, if Ryan ain't beefing with the country rapper, he starts arguing with this local newscast. Everything he says is projection, and he been talking so much shit that the guys that protect him have the police driving by their house for protection. You got court coming soon. Objection. Your ass getting sued. Suggestion. Stop.
What's he getting sued for again, and by who? I think I said this a couple of months ago when we were doing something else church related, but at this point, bro, I think he's been in more lawsuits than Eminem. That's a lot of lawsuits. And I will say, there's a lot of rich musicians out here, just like Church, that don't have that many lawsuits. There's a lot of rich musicians out here like Church that don't have any lawsuits at all. There's quite a few musicians here on YouTube that they don't have that many lawsuits. Or maybe I'm wrong and maybe they do and they just don't say anything about it and they hide it. And Church is the only one that's just candid and upfront about it. I don't fucking know. But I know that there's quite a few people in Church's position that don't have as many lawsuits as this man has. And one would say, and I kind of have to agree, that if you've been through this many lawsuits, bro, there is a degree about all of this that is on you. That is your fault. I just gotta say that. Because, I mean, dog, I'm 35. I've only ever been to court once. And I know what they say, more money, more problems, but at the same time, bro, you have to realize there's a lot of people with a lot of money that don't go to court nearly as much as Ryan Upchurch. And so, like, that's all I'm saying. You know, Kylie Rodney's parents, gotcha. Jesus. And that's another thing, bro, really, is like, imagine that situation, Kylie Rodney's parents, in that specific situation, 9 out of 10 times, people like Kylie Rodney's parents, they sue the media, the local news, mainstream news, if they're guilty of something. They sue them. But in this case, they're not suing the news, they're not suing mainstream media, they're suing you in particular, which is just wild when you think about it, because if they wanted to sue the news, I feel like there would be much more money to gain than suing you, or am I wrong? Would there be much more money to gain by suing you than suing them, because they probably have way better lawyers than Upchurch does? So I don't know. Whichever way you want to look at it. I mean, I don't know. I will say this. At first, I was just like, okay, man, you know, doing your part to try to. I'm not a fan of like these internet investigative shits or whatever, but I was like, if you're trying to, you know, do your part, spread the word, this is kind of like the internet equivalent of putting up wanted posters, or putting up help posters, or putting up looking posters, or like this is the internet equivalent of putting someone's face on a t-shirt or on the back of a milk carton. That's not a thing anymore. I haven't seen a face on a milk carton in ages. I haven't seen a milk carton in 20 years, but you know what I'm saying? It's I'm sorry. Here we go. We got off topic.
Objection! Your ass getting sued. Suggestion! Stop talking about a dead child for the Globe to watch. Try holding your daughter instead of your phone for a photo op. I went to prison because I choked a cop. If you went to prison, you just choke on cock. If I'm Papa Doc, you're Cheddar Bob. Because every shot you take... Hold up, let me stop. Ryan's like, I'm a silly syllabus.
Every shot you take hits yourself because Cheddar Bob shot himself.
Filtered through little pickle juice and Skittle dust. Why I piddle putts with my little nuts on the mountaintop? Motherfucker.
Dude, I love this. This is funny because he's literally mimicking everything that Church did in his video. From the acapella to the facial expressions and all this he's doing in the video that has to do with the lyrics, because that's what Church was doing. He mimicked everything. That's funny.
Ryan's like, I'm a silly syllabus, filtered through little pickle juice and Skittle dust. Why I piddle putts with my little nuts on the mountaintop? Motherfucker. Fucking dumbass.
I will drive every nail.
Okay, cool. Thank you for not making the entire thing a cappella. That's...
I will strike you down so you cannot rise. You lie defeated before me.
Ryan ain't a rapper, he's a nine-line actor. Turned his hat backwards, then he hopped on the tractor. Then Redneck Nation gave you a whole bag of cash, yup. This faggot still says he took the independent path up. Checkered flag, I done took my laps. Jabbed him with a bait track, get you hooked right back. You wrote a diss eating eggs.
Man, you put out 2 bait tracks, not just one. Let's not get it twisted here, Adam. You put out like 3 fucking songs before one finally hit. And the one that hit, there was 2 others that came after that didn't. So you say bait. You baited quite a bit. Baited a lot. You ran out of worms, man. Damn near.
Jab them with a bait track, get you hooked right back. You wrote a diss eating eggs, you get cooked like that. Is that your girl doing drugs or she just looked like that? You had 7 whole...
I don't even know what his girl looks like.
Minutes on that godforsaken shit. Ryan up church, country version, Weird Al Yankovic. Broadnex is the Baptist, Demon is the captain, and I'm the motherfucker that just beat your ass at Rapton. Dusty Lee, that's my dog. Shout out Bubba Sparks, Justin Time, Jam Wayne, Chetty, Bobby, we them boys. Can't forget Chuck, that's Meezus. Need Jelly Strug, fuck with one, there's 3 of us. Ryan don't run this shit no more, he deceived us. how egregious.
I don't know who that is.
Simple man and target, trailer made, that's some Braveheart shit. And Ryan gon' be sleeping in some graveyard shit. And that's all I gotta say, bitch, that's where I quit. Cause I ain't even wanna do this shit, I swear I didn't. So this the end.
No, man, you can't say that after like the past 9 out of the last 9 out of the past 9 out of the last, I think 12 to 15 videos you've posted have been about, if you tried, you didn't try that hard.
Be sleeping in some graveyard shit. And that's all I gotta say, bitch, that's where I quit. Cause I ain't even wanna do this shit, I swear I didn't. So this the end, that's where
If you didn't want to do it, you must have gone back and forth a lot.
your coffin get closed. My friend is dead and I ain't talking to ghosts.
That was really good. I will say this. That Adams was more entertaining to listen to than Churches. Do I still think that lyrically Church is the better rapper? Yeah. But as far as diss tracks today, what we heard, I thought Adams was better. I had a lot more fun listening to his. His was more enjoyable to listen to. The way that he broke down some of, dude, he even broke down some of Upchurch's bars and lines and shit all over them and repeated them back to him in a condescending way. Mimicked his style, his flow, the video, the contents of the video, everything from that to the acapella that was had, which even in Adams' song, I still felt that the acapella was too long. Bro, all this fucking acapella is way too goddamn long, man. I'm sorry. Some people might feel differently. I feel the way I feel. Standard time, man, for acapella as a rapper. As a rapper, because there is acapella that I do enjoy. Pentatonics, Home Free, shit like that. It's all acapella. That's fine. We're not talking about that. Acapella for a rapper, man. I'll give you, unless that's your thing and that's like your unique niche that draws in people to your music, cool. But if that's not the one thing that draws people into your music and you don't do acapella all the time and you're a rapper and you decide to do acapella, bro, to fucking 15 to 20 seconds, you're pushing it with 30. That's the way I feel. That's the way I look at it. I kind of feel like that's, but you know, we're in a diss track and we're in a diss battle and stuff like that. There really are no rules here. But I mean, for me, acapella is not anything that I was expecting. Not as far as like the main course. You want to have that as like a fucking side dish or an appetizer for sure. But the main meal, it was all acapella. Impressive. And stuff like that. But so I mean, how would I score this one? There's just so many nuances that go into this. But you know what? As far as if we take lyricism and well, Adam had some pretty good lyricism and wordplay in there, but again, man, I'm gonna give this one to Adam. Really, Church said his thing. There was man, there was some really funny punches in Churches, but to me, if neither of them got to the root of anything. None of their shit really landed, and the only way to know if any of their shit landed is they're gonna know if they feel a certain kind of way about it, and if they are guilty of the behavior that was stated, they'll change it. Whatever. But Adams was more entertaining to me, really. And I don't want to say that it was more entertaining simply because there was more instrumentals and there was less a cappella. It was just, I don't know, man. I really did like the flows on Adams. I really did like. There was a lot I liked. There was a lot I liked about Churches, but as far as, oh man, entertainment, rap. Because if we're just going lyrically based on a cappella, Church did kill it over Adam, mainly because Adam didn't go for that long. But the fans are gonna decide. Really, that's. I want to give it that. I gotta give it to Adam, man. I do. Trying to think. Trying to. We can read the comments. Someone said, I hope y'all are both doing this for clout. All right. This is trash like your other diss tracks. Okay. ACAL 100% won this. 4 disses to 2. Didn't know in rap battles, now you're allowed to wait a fucking week to respond. Everyone who, it definitely doesn't work in your favor. Everyone who knows hip hop knows shit. Okay, yeah, that. Adam destroyed him. This is how it's done. Must be mad Church didn't accept his necklace. Well, 50-50. Some say Church won, some say Adam won. Whatever. Is it even over? Because I thought it was over, and there wasn't going to be anything else, but they both put out new stuff, so. I liked what I liked in the first round, and I liked what I liked in the second round. I gave it to Church on the first one, because it took. The first round was Church took 1 shot and hit. Adam took 4, landed 1. Way I'm looking at it, so Church won the first round. Here, they both took 1 shot and, I don't know, roughly hit around the same spot. Really? I don't want to call it a tie, but they both hit with these. So, the one I enjoyed more was Church, or was Calhoun's. So, if we're gonna say anything, 1-1. Or y'all can go ahead and call a winner right now if y'all want. I don't give a shit. Someone said, "You done got murdered, madam. It's over. Take your L." All right, now let's read Church's comments. This is all 50-50, bro. See, this is what happens when your fan base spawns from the motherfucker you're now beefing with. Most of Calhoun's fan base spawned from Creek Squad. So, 50-50 is all we're going to be seeing in these fucking comment sections.
And
Okay, let's see. This is Up Churches.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
You know our Sonic Smasher.
Shut the fuck up. Someone said, no offense, Church, but this didn't sound like a diss track. It sounds more like a dude that's pissed off and starts yelling into the mic, saying a bunch of random shit. I mean, If you think that's what that sounded like, you probably would have thought it sounded the exact same with a beat. But because there is no beat, that's the only thing that really sticks in the forefront whenever people listen. I didn't know who Adam was till church. Just because it took 7 minutes doesn't make it good. Listen to the bars, be for real, and unbiased as possible. These are some kind of basic bars with a few different schemes and callbacks, but I mean, other than calling his son gay, you kind of said nothing. I mean, that's kind of been what it's been for both sides. I think the meat and potatoes of this diss battle was in round 1. Like most diss battles, man. Once they go the distance, they start to get either repetitive or irrelevant. Someone said this is absolutely garbage. Someone said this ain't a diss, just rapping. Someone said Jelly Roll was great until he switched up and joined the Illuminati and started making MK Ultra music. Whatever the fuck that means. I know what MK Ultra is, but they have nothing to do with making music. Yeah, sure, maybe you have this theory that your favorite musician was cloned, and they used the MK Ultra program to clone this motherfucker so they can control what kind of music he puts out and try to brainwash the masses via music. But let's be serious here for a second. I like that conspiracy theory just as much as the next guy or gal, but let's be for real. I already covered that. I covered that theory when I was younger. It was very intriguing at the time. And MK Ultra is real, but I mean, they're not using it. There's plenty of different ways to control the masses, brainwash the masses, than to fucking use MK Ultra on your favorite rapper. That's a wasteful reallocation of resources and time. When you could just use this program, I don't know, on the fucking president? On soldiers? Damn. Adam doing losing now. I played this out loud in my house and my ice maker started working again. Alright. Church, you've officially lost it. Again, it's all 50-50 here. Had to turn it off. No beat or anything. Sorry, Church. See? When Adam did it, and it's not even a double standard, because Adam did acapella, but he did it in a response. He did it as a mocking kind of thing, and he did it as a, oh, you can do acapella too, so can I. But Church's was just like, it was what it was, and I really was just not fond of the whole thing being acapella, really. Was there good rapping in there? Mm-hmm. Was there some good lines in there? Mm-hmm. That's, you know, kind of just like threw me off. So. What about Metallica? I'm sorry. What? I like how, like, a lot of times y'all just start talking about shit randomly, and I read the conversation and I can't even tell where the fuck the conversation spawned, and now I'm lost. Alright. What covers it? Well, we're done with that. Let me look, see if there's anything music related in my feed. that has to do with what we were looking at or listening to. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Fuck, that girl popped up on my feed today too. Just because of all this Upchurch stuff that we've been watching. She popped up on my feed. I was like, nope. Sorry. I don't my brain doesn't forget shit like that. Ryan, what's good? My brain can't forget shit like that. There's no way. Mm-mm. You know, I'd be mad, but I could forgive you if you broke a motherfucker's Xbox. I'd still think you're a bitch, but or if you smashed a motherfucker's PlayStation, or if you keyed his car, or like, I don't know, man. That's just stuff, and you can replace that. You can go make some more money and replace it. But what she did, you're not taking away stuff, bro. You're trying to take away someone's whole ass life. Their whole ass life, man. No, you'll never be. I'll never look at you the same. You'll never be in my good graces. You'll never be cool. You'll never be, man. Just straight up, fuck you. Really? I can replace a PlayStation. I can replace the clothes that you set on fire. Bro, I can't replace that because once it happens, it's there, and it doesn't matter if it's not true and it gets proven to be not true. There's still a whole bunch of people out there that didn't get the memo that it's not true, and they're still looking at you a certain kind of way. Fuck that and fuck you, man. No. Absolutely not. You got me fucked up, and I'm not weak-minded, bro. I'm not just switching up. Like, oh, it's been a while. Nope. Oh, it's been 10 years. Nope. Like, oh, fucking something changed. Nope. No. No. Mm-mm. Sorry. Check out the at least one of Hard Target's diss tracks. Who is it about? And like what who is it about and what is the beef about? Because if it's just somebody else dissing Church and Calhoun, I don't care. Is it his own beef with its own subject matter, with its own lore and its own origin? Or is this just piggybacking? Because I don't want to listen to piggybacking anymore, man. I just like, I tried that the other day and it didn't go good. It was some half-ass shit by Playboy the Beast, and it was some more half-ass shit by, fucking, some white guy. I can't fucking remember his name. And it was just a whole bunch of fucking nothing, man. Bunch of fucking nothing. Sorry. I can't bring myself to do it because it's just going to be a repeat of what happened all those years ago whenever it took 37 people and their fucking mother, cousins, and second uncles to diss Dax. And I was just like, what are we doing? We're not doing anything here. We're not accomplishing anything here. And all that dissing for only for this motherfucker to still retain and still be getting more views than all the motherfuckers that dissed him to begin with combined. The beef is about Hard Target wants more views, then go get it, bro. It's no one else's. It's no one else's. You know what? We'll do it. It's no one else's job for views. It's yours. That's what it is. Pass on the who wants to do the side beef and who wants to pass on the side beef? Because I heard some side beef a couple days ago where homie was like, you decided to release some stuff at the same time we were releasing some stuff to try to take away from the traffic we would have gotten. Motherfucker, that is your problem. That is a personal issue. What are you talking about? Stop. That's your problem, man. It doesn't work that way. How dare you do anything while we're trying to do stuff? You know how many people put out music, man? There's always gonna be somebody dropping on the day that you decide to do anything. Always. If you kept that thought process, that logic, you would never drop anything. Oh, this person's dropping today, can't do anything. Oh, this person's releasing something today, can't do anything. If that was your process, you'd never drop anything, man. So like, that's the kind of shit that I heard, and that's the kind of shit that's stupid to me. Because of you, I don't get the views that I would have gotten. Because of you, I'm no longer getting this. Because of you, I would have gotten that. You didn't help me, I would have gotten this too. Blah blah. Man, no. It's always going to be on you, man. I don't like shit like that. That's annoying. That's your problem. It's your music, right? It's no one else's job to make sure your music gets heard. It's your job, man. That dog doesn't hunt for me. It just does not. Like, it's almost like motherfuckers are looking for daddies these days. Like, do this for me, do this for me. Bro, do it yourself, man. I don't know. Did we say yay or nay on the fucking... No? Yay? Nay? I can check the Discord at the very least, just in case we say no on the side shit. Let's see. Okay, so we have a video by Knox Hill. And then we have a video by the Fat Electrician. Which one do y'all want to watch first? Knox Hill or Fat Electrician? They're both almost equal in length. That's what he said about her sex toy. I'm sorry, which one do y'all want to watch first? Is Knox Hill the pretty boy? I mean, from my time on the internet and my interactions that I've had with him in comment sections and the comments that I've seen and the females that I've talked to in regards to Mr. Knox Hill, yes, he is the pretty boy. Uh-huh. Which, for some ladies, do y'all even hear what he says sometimes? I do be wondering that. Kind of like how a dude be talking to an attractive girl, right? And he's just staring at her titties, not listening to anything she says. And she's like, "Are you listening to me?" He's like, "Yeah." What'd you say? What happened? Right? Does that happen to you ladies whenever y'all hear like a really attractive rapper? Do y'all even hear his lyrics? Do y'all hear the bars? Do y'all hear the doubles and the flow switches? Or are y'all just like, yeah, that was good. I don't know what that was, but keep saying it. I like the way you say it, right, dude? I don't know. Sometimes, yeah. Probably. Okay. But yeah, we'll go with Knox. And Knox's video is about who? I will say though, all you ladies that like to wear turtlenecks, rest assured, I've heard every single word you've said. That's for sure. None of your words have ever gone unheard for me. I will tell you that. So, that's the key, ladies. If you want your man to pay attention to you, just wear a turtleneck. That's it. Because not only can you not see anything, but all it's going to do is remind you of Steve Jobs. And that's just going to be a turnoff. Go with why the fuck would anyone wear a turtleneck? I don't know. Maybe it's cold. No, where the fuck was it? What was it called? God damn it. I'm getting so annoyed. This is by Knox Hill, and it's titled AK Leave Them Kids Alone. Who is AK? I know the real AK. I think he just goes by AK now. I don't know this guy. Should I? I don't know. I don't think I've ever even heard anything. Reverend, what's good, man? All right.
Ever wanted to be a ninja with a gun, an arcane track star, or become naked?
DJ Academics. I've heard of him before. I just don't care. There's only one DJ that I really give a fuck about that I think it's Steve Aoki. That's about it, man. DJ Khaled, DJ Skittles, DJ Fuckelstein. I don't care, bro. I don't really give a shit about DJs. Are there some good ones out there that are dope? For sure, but like, do they consume my musical endeavors? No. Not even a little bit. Like I like DJs in the traditional sense of a DJ. I don't like DJs in the sense of like you make instrumentals for rappers. When I think of a DJ, I think of one dude with a whole bunch of fucking tech equipment in front of like, I don't know, 10,000 people. And this motherfucker is DJing. I like that shit. But when it comes to rap, I feel like there is a disconnect with the word DJ. Y'all get what I'm saying? There's like they just make a couple of beats for a couple of rappers and call themselves a DJ. I feel like making a beat and performing this shit, I don't know, it's just different to me, really. DJ Jazzy Jeff, Jesus. I had a CD by him that had some Will Smith songs on it when I was a kid. Can't remember anything from it. I should have fucking played this shit the entire time. God. I wonder if. All right.
Discover
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably.
No.
And that got a weird case. Why is he around?
No.
Allegations tonight against hip-hop personality DJ Academics. A woman filed a lawsuit claiming the influencer drugged and raped her at his house in New Jersey.
It can't be.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably.
Hey, Ack, maybe you could share a clip of this one and throw your steak logo on it. I'm honestly running out of adjectives and words to just describe the Al camp right now. I mean, we all know that Ack, he loves his Hooters. But this is an interesting turn of events. Let's run the tape.
If Max said he wanted to try, would you let him?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yo. You can have. Wait.
If I can't, I'm cutting.
Yo, dude, just because you're on the internet, it doesn't make it any less creepy and wrong to be having this conversation with a child. I know that you can clearly tell by this person's voice that you know it's a kid. And I know when you're on the internet, you probably want to fuck with people, right? I've been on the internet a long time. Do a little bit of trolling, a little bit of fucking with people, right? But we all pretty much came to an agreement a long time ago that we don't really fuck with children this way on the internet. For any reason. You want to talk shit and you want to like try to be cringe and make people feel uncomfortable, do that shit to other adults on the internet. There are adults on the internet, and especially in gaming, there's adults that play Fortnite, right? You could... Weird. I would not be asking a child these questions, not even on the internet, because why would you be asking children this question? I don't care if it's on... I don't care that it's in a relaxed setting like a Fortnite lobby. It's still just like, you're fucking weird, man.
You off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro.
Don't project your fantasies on this poor kid.
Yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah,
you said you suck it though.
Yeah.
Yes, so hang with it.
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another.
Oh, you're in here. You're in a Discord call. You got this kid in a Discord call. Why?
15-year-old that you could bust down?
15. I guess it's not bad that he's in a Discord call with a 15-year-old, because I've had 15-year-old subs before and just 15-year-old fans of the channel. And if they wanted to join the Discord and join voice chat while I was in there, no harm, no foul, man. What's up? Cool to meet you. Glad you support the channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. But if you think for one goddamn second I'm entertaining such a fucking lewd conversation like this with a 15-year-old. Bruh.
Yo, bro.
Even the kid is uncomfortable. He's just like standing up, sitting back down, fidgeting, not knowing what to do because he's never had a conversation like this before because he's 15.
Yeah, let's try this one in court. How old are you? 33 years old? And how old was this minor that you were talking to? Did you realize his age? Yeah, he was 15. And you thought it was appropriate to have a conversation and make all these sexual remarks and crack a bunch of gay jokes with him? Why? What?
Yeah, bro, that's not something you do. This is something you do, right? Let's say you're playing a little bit of Fortnite. I know one time I saw a video, and it may have been Fortnite or something, but it was a clip, and this kid was on the mic and there was another grown man in the lobby, and the kid was being pretty disrespectful to his mother, right? And the man could hear it over the mic, and the man said, "Listen here, you little shit, go do what the fuck your mom tells you to do. Stop being a disrespectful little bastard and go. Get the fuck off the game." And I was like, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it right there. I like that. That guy's probably a dad. He was not having any of that. He's like, "You little fucking bastard. Good. I know you're probably already in your room. I'm not going to tell you to go to your room. Turn off the fucking game." And I was like, that's how you do it. That's how you teach them. It takes a village, right? This is how you get cast out of the village.
I don't understand what the thought process is or logic here, but there's a lot of people involved in this, and this is scary. Predators move in flocks. That's a Kendrick Lamar bar, okay? Not defamation.
I'm serious.
I'm gonna have to update my PDF file converter.
So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down.
You go to school?
Yo,
You go to
if
school?
Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
All right, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
What that mean?
What do you mean? What does
What
it
that
mean?
mean is that he's 15 and he's older than you.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
It'll be what?
Grooming.
That has nothing to do with you.
What do you mean it doesn't have anything to do with him? He's 15, you stupid ass. It's crazy how this 15-year-old knows the concept of grooming, yet you do not. I hope you're trolling, bro, for your own sake, because you're one weird bastard. Jesus. No wonder I don't know who the fuck you are. As much as I should. Should I know who the fuck you are? No wonder I don't know who the fuck you are. DJ, you're not making music. You're too busy talking to children on Fortnite. In a weird way. No wonder I've never heard any of your shit before. It makes sense. All your free time you could be, I don't know, doing DJ shit. You're spending it on Fortnite, talking to minors. I understand if you load up Fortnite and there's a kid in your lobby, you're just like, "Oh, what's up, little bro? Like, we're gonna try to get this dub. And if you fucking suck, don't worry. I fucking suck. We'll suck together, okay? Cool. Let's ride." And then y'all fucking get shit on, and then you go about your way, he goes about his way. That's kind of how that goes. You weird bastards.
Nah, imagine no.
Yo, Nor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo.
Now you want this 15-year-old to dox himself to you on the internet. Notice how he's the only one with the face cam on, because the others are too cowardly to do so. Or maybe they know what the situation is and they don't want their face to be seen. Notice how there's quite a few people in here, but there's only 2 voices. 3, including the kid.
I am 15. I hope you know that, bro. You trying to get...
You're scared of women, bro.
I'm not scared of women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
So?
So, that's weird.
Trying to look out.
If a 15-year-old calls you weird, and it's not because they're being the typical vindictive, mean 15-year-old that most 15-year-olds are, you've lost the plot. You've lost it. If a 15-year-old is calling you weird, and it's not because they're moody and being 15 and just mean for no reason, which again, most 15-year-olds are, you've lost it, bro. You've lost all of it. That's just like, that's fucking bad. That's pathetic, if you ask me.
You know all the rappers lost their virginity to like old women, right? Like
what?
No, not all rappers. I think you're literally just referencing Boosie, I feel. Not all rappers, please. Stop.
What? Honestly.
And Usher and Bieber probably lost it to Diddy, but that's besides the point.
What the f are we doing?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to put myself in that mind frame and try to understand that.
No, why would you? You're a father. That's just disgusting. I'm not a father, and I still can't do it.
Position, because I don't see a reality and a world where that is acceptable and that is okay as a grown ass adult. And it's not just academics, everyone involved in this, that it's okay to talk to a 15-year-old kid in.
Bro, my little brother is 12, and I wouldn't even talk to him this way. You know, and he's got himself a little girlfriend now, and you know, he's starting to get interested in girls, and just, you know, think like 12-year-old shit, right? 12-year-old shit, 13-year-old. Y'all remember being 12, 13? Your body's changing, your voice is getting deeper, man. You're growing. Probably got acne. You're discovering girls. They're discovering you, right? And that's the stage that my little brother is at right now. And I would still not even come close to asking him the same questions that y'all are asking this random kid. And that's my little brother. Now, when this motherfucker turns like 21, 25, well, yeah, yo, you smash? Yeah? No? Was it bad? She didn't shower? That's rough, right? There's a time and a place to, not when you're 15. The fuck? No, but it's just so weird. Y'all are weird.
In this way and in this manner. I mean, I just took my dog to the groomers the other day, but what type of shop are we setting up over here?
No, I'm not going through this shit. I'm not. Because these clips are nasty. It's bad work, nasty work. And today's a great stream, and I'm not bringing it down with this weird energy. Acting is very weird. I talked to Nora. Nora is good to make sure bro was good. I'm not gonna go through this shit. But once again, I didn't want to hide it in the comm either. I didn't want to hide it in the comm.
No, you can't.
Because it's like, then it's like, it looks like I'm hiding it when I'm not trying to hide it. It's not something I want to give light to. You get what I'm saying? Niggas was joking around in the court, you know, but it's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
Jokes is you don't joke like that with kids. You don't. At all, man. Tell me something. Tell me something. Have y'all ever played the game Fuck, Marry, Kill? Of course you have. I have. You have. We all have. Fun game to play in your head or with other people. Kind of like sitting around and talking about what you would do with your lottery winnings if you won, right? Fuck, marry, kill. Would you ever play that game with a 15-year-old? No, man, no. However, as adults, we can play that all day. No one's even going to bat an eye. There might be a couple of people that might look at you as if you're being juvenile and immature, but man, I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck those people, right? Would you ever have that conversation or play that game with a child? No, you wouldn't. So it's the same thing, man. It's just like, I understand jokes and I love jokes and I love comedy. And while I understand that comedy is subjective, and while I understand that some comedy can be dark, and I am a fan of dark comedy, this isn't dark. This isn't comedy. This isn't even dark comedy. This is just, y'all are being fucking weird. And then once you get called out for being weird, you're just going to hide behind the guise of jokes. Oh, we were just joking. It's just the internet. We were just playing around. Yeah, that's what every pedophile says. Oh, I just clicked on a link. I was just looking for music on LimeWire. I was just at a family barbecue. I don't even know what you're talking. You know what? Now that I think about it, officer, that email did seem suspicious. Man, the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Weird. It's weird. No, but I would appreciate it if you don't do that type of my little bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not my little bro, but you feel me? Like,
I mean, the children are all of our little bros. Really. Naturally, instinctively, you see a child in danger, even if it's your child or not, you are going to rush to go help that little fucker. You are. You just are. Men and women alike. It doesn't even matter. It is like biologically written into your DNA, your code as a human being, that you see a child getting fucked with or messed with, even if the child is not yours, you will feel a certain kind of way and you will want to inject yourself into that situation to help. It's natural. It really is. So, yeah. Maybe stop being friends with this fucker and say, hey, don't do that. This isn't a, hey, you shouldn't do that kind of situation. This is a, hey, I'm not fucking with you no more kind of situation because you're fucking weird. And I don't want to have any kind of association with someone like you because they're going to think that I'm like you and we ain't the same.
They're doing this in Discord, right? And at least this was able to be captured and recorded and they were able to be caught for this. But, you start here and you start with where is the line? If they think that this is appropriate to speak in this way,
then it only snowballs and gets worse for their next victim.
To be like this, what really goes on behind closed doors? I mean, this is something that Diddy would be proud of.
Not cool. Not cool. And kids, if you ever in like Discords, you feel me, where it's like niggas joking around with you, you get what I'm saying?
Bro, in my Discord, I have 2 channels that are 18 plus. You cannot get in if you're not 18. One is a hentai channel that I did not make. And the other one is a X-rated channel where you can post whatever the fuck X-rated content you want. And they're 18 plus lock restricted. You ain't 18, you can't get in there. That's it. Period. So, and I don't play that shit in my Discord, bro. I don't play any kind of harassment or any of that shit, period. At all. Trolls, none of that. So, and this shit would not fly. I will kick you so fast, bro. It's not even funny.
And like,
get out.
Just make sure you separate yourself from those situations.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not right. It's not right.
If you're playing a video game, man, and that's the crazy part, is I've seen so many like really good, wholesome interactions with people and kids online. So many good interactions, and it's always these right here that it makes people look at gaming as like negative. Really, like, oh, your kids aren't safe. Man, there's a lot of good people on gaming. There's a lot of us adults that will come across a child in a game and we'll be pleasant. We'll be nice, man. And I'm not at the point anymore. Like when I was like 20, 18, 19, 20, I would be a little mean to the kids. Like, get the fuck out of here, squeaker. I don't have time for your shit. I don't have time for your shenanigans. I don't have time to listen to you scream at your mom about macaroni and cheese. Get out. I was just mean. I wasn't weird. As I got older, it kind of just like it kind of just became whatever. Anytime I got a kid on my team, I just, what's up, little man? I hope you know how to play. Please know how to play. You don't know how to play? That's fine. Whatever. And we either lose or we win, whatever the case, blah, blah. That's it, man. Really. I've even had some kids come into my games because I used to stream back in the day. And I used to have viewers, man. And they would be kids, man, 15, 16, 17. They'd be like, hey, I want to play. I want to play. I'd bring them into my games. They'd be in voice chat. And they would talk to me. 9 times out of 10, they would be nervous wrecks and fucking shaking and not knowing how to speak to me. But it's fine. It's just, what's up, man? And we would just talk. Everything from politics to fucking world events to bullshit to nonsense to literally everything that wasn't about this topic right here. Because I don't like talking about that topic with children. It's not something I like to do in my free time. And you just, that's it, man. You just play. You have to remember that when you're gaming as an adult, there's far more children on the game than adults. There just is. There's far more children playing than adults. So you're going to run into a lot of kids, right? And that's just it, man. If you used to be like me and you hate the squeakers, just leave. Or you can be mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I'd rather you be mean to a kid than you do any of this. You know what I'm saying? So
right. And he knows, like, his audience. He's going to have younger kids watching. He's going to have younger teens watching. So he has to say this because this is not okay. This is not something to validate in any way. But for me, what makes this even worse, right, is now academics has been caught. Academics has been exposed yet again. We talked about the Drake situation, the Fighting Irish situation, the LeBron James situation, when he cast stones and then he held his hands up and he took zero accountability. And that's the key word, accountability for your actions. Well, let's see if he takes any accountability in this situation.
Like, I swear to God, and I never swear to God, I never need to be on Kai, Max, Aiden, nobody's stream. I don't need none of nobody who stream. I got my own thing going on. The fuck? So when I see this shit piss me off. I'm like, bro, I'm over here fucking with these niggas, supporting them. Nigga, yo, I told Ray today, I said, bro, I almost hit Grant.
It sounds like someone is really upset that that Discord call was recorded. Really. Because you calling out a whole bunch of people, which makes it seem like the people that you're calling out could quite possibly be one of the people that recorded this Discord call that made you look bad. And it's okay. You look bad. Just apologize for being a sick fucking weirdo and say that you're gonna go get some help about your problem on wanting to have conversations with underage people, which is fucking weird, man. And at a certain age, having any kind of conversation period with a child is fucking weird, especially if it's IRL, right? I don't really care if you're talking to this kid about fucking cartoons. I don't care if you're a nice person, bro. You start talking to what's your favorite cartoon? Is it SpongeBob? I love SpongeBob. Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like a random kid that's weird. Even if you're a nice person and you're not a pedophile and you're just like friendly to everyone, even children. Oh, you like SpongeBob? I like SpongeBob. But what was your favorite character? I'm still going to look at you like you're weird. Now, I'm not going to look at you weird, and I hope you wouldn't look at me weird if it's like your kid and like I'm your friend. So for instance, my friend has a child and I just talked to him, man. I just talked to him and he tries to respond. He's not at the age where he forms full words, but I just talked to him, man. Fucking, I say key words that he knows, cartoon stuff, and I'll just be like, oh yeah, Paw Patrol. You like Paw Patrol and stuff like that? You talk to children, right? But there's a way to talk to children and there's a way not to talk to children. And think of it like this. Would you talk like this to your daughter? Would you speak like this to your son? If the answer is no, cut it the fuck out.
Brandon said, bro, yo, fuck that. No more Max clips on my page. I'm supporting these niggas, and these niggas is kicking my back in. I get nothing from it. I don't benefit if Max go up. I don't benefit if Aiden. Bro, I support him because I like
that man pounding that table like he's pounding Diddy's freak-offs.
these guys. I support him because I'm in the streaming community. I want him to go up. My nigga. Matter of fact, you know, and I swear.
Bro,
this may look like your favorite childhood crispy treat, but with 12 grams protein.
Probably.
I don't want to be associated with you after this.
This shit is very weird. I talked to Nora. Nora is good to make sure Bub was good. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I don't fuck with it. And I would appreciate it if you don't do that type of shit with my little bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not my little bro, but.
I mean, for me, deflect. What is this anger? This indignation, right?
Well, I'm telling you, he's mad that it got recorded. And it was probably by someone in that Discord call. He's mad that there is supposedly a snake in his midst, I feel. Except we don't see this person as a snake. We see this person as a whistleblower. So,
right? It's almost, yet again, here's the situation. I'm going to take zero responsibility. Instead, I'm going to point fingers and I'm going to blame. And it's somebody else's fault. And now it's all these streamers' fault. Because how dare they disrespect me? All these streamers.
Well, dude, it's like you got caught. I don't understand. I feel like this is like a prime example of you're not sad you did it. You're sad you got caught. That's what it is. I feel like this is a prime example of that.
Streamers' fault. Because how dare they disrespect me?
Yeah.
All these streamers. all these. How dare?
Yeah, it's just like, bro, you're guilty. And it's like literally proven right there. Like, I don't understand. Man, I can't believe y'all would call me a criminal. Well, you robbed a liquor store, man. Yeah, but still, it's just bullshit that y'all would put that label on me. Y'all act like I'm violent. Well, you went into the gas station with a gun and you fired 5 shots. Like, we kind of, yeah, it was on camera, man. We saw you. We kind of have to call you that now. That's what you are. So I don't really know where this confusion and anger is. You committed a crime. You got arrested for it. Now you're mad that we be telling people what you got arrested for? Why are you telling people I'm a pedophile? You're serving time for trying to meet up with a 15-year-old, man. I don't like, why are you even mad about, like, you're mad at yourself. That's what you're mad at. You're angry with yourself and you don't want to put it on yourself, or you don't know how. It's called self-reflection.
How dare Max calls me out when I've put on for him so much? I mean,
well, you really think that you're gonna have enough goodwill with these people to where you can do some heinous shit and they'll look the other way simply because you extended a helping hand at one point in time? That's not the way it works, man. That's not the way it works. You very well could be the guy that saved my daughter from drowning, man. And for that, I owe you a debt. I owe you an unpayable debt. However, if 2 years later, it turns out that you raped and murdered someone, I no longer owe you that debt. Okay? That's just it. We ain't friends. We ain't cool. I don't care what you did for me. It's done. That's too egregious. That's too egregious of an action for me to look past. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, man.
That sort of warped, twisted world. Is that your knee-jerk reaction? Is that your go-to? But that, for me, shows deeper-rooted psychological issues with academics. It's just textbook blame, 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 deflect, deflect, deflect. I'm angry. And you position it almost like somehow you're the victim of these circumstances when this shit show was a product of your actions and your creation. I mean, I stand by it that we really just woke up in the absolute worst timeline imaginable. I mean, seriously, like I know I crack jokes and I know I troll and I have a YouTube channel and, you know, I turn on the camera. I have to project. We're entertaining. This is entertainment at the end of the day, but on some real shit. Like this is disgusting.
Oh.
Like this is just not. This is not normal. This is not anywhere near the realm of normal. This is really weird.
And why aren't you talking to girls? If you got time to talk to a child, you have time to talk to women. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. If you have time to talk to children on the internet, you have time to talk to women. And I know that I don't have a girlfriend and I'm single and blah, 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 and all this stuff. But what I said, it doesn't make what I said any less true. If you have time to talk to children, you have time to talk to ladies. Where are your bitches at? Where are your hoes at? Huh? Where's your posse of dime pieces? Man, really? Or like, just where's that one person? You don't have to have a whole bunch of hoes. Where's like your one significant other? That's just like, or a best friend. Or a dog, or an acquaintance. Like, you ain't got friends, man? You ain't got friends? You ain't got, like, real-life friends that are your age? I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, let's keep going.
Behavior. And then to almost double down in this way makes it even worse. And the worst thing is that I feel like we do have this sort of culture now on social media especially, where if you don't want to get canceled, then you just double the fuck down on what you said and what you've done. And I'm well aware. Just go look at these politicians. Go look at those in power. They get in trouble. They get caught with their hands in the cookie jar doing something totally messed up and totally screwed up. And they just double down. They deflect. They blame elsewhere. And that's the precedent that's been set. And that's the playbook that a lot of these influencers now use when.
But Knox, the reason that's their playbook is because they know how the internet goes, man. They know how the internet goes. And the internet is also to blame for this shit either continuing or not having someone be an example, right? Slightly the internet's fault because these things happen, right? But then fast forward a week. The internet no longer cares. They're on to the next thing. They're on to the next topic. They're on to the next topic of contention or news or whatever the case may be. And the internet collectively forgets to come back and continue to hold this motherfucker accountable. They know how the internet works. In their head, they're just like, they'll be mad for a week, and then next Saturday, I'll be good, like nothing happened. Look what happened with Dr. Disrespect. Nothing happened, man. Nothing. Zero. Nothing happened at all. He did get demonetized from YouTube, and obviously he got kicked off Twitch a long time ago. But after getting demonetized, he just went to Rumble. Rumble offered him a deal, right? They didn't see too much of a problem with what he did, right? Offered him a deal, and he's still chugging along, still getting 20,000 views per stream, 20,000 viewers, still getting 500,000 views on his videos and shit like that. So that's what happens. That's what happens. You put a motherfucker, you put a motherfucker up there to be crucified, but then we forgot to hammer in the fucking nails, and then we go pay attention to something else, and then we come back, and this motherfucker's done escaped, and we're just like, God damn it, where is he? Where is he? Who was in charge of watching him? I knew we should have nailed him up before we went and fucking... Yeah, so that's what happens, man. And that's the mindset that they have. They're just like, this will last a week or a month. And if I can just weather the storm, I'll be fine. That's what it is, man. I see it happen all the time. Knox probably sees it, but...
When they themselves get in trouble, when they have a situation where they find themselves in hot water, it's like, well, it worked for this guy, it worked for this guy. And yet again, you have to think about the example that you set.
I believe the word you're looking for, Knox, is precedent.
Right? As a father, one, this is obviously disgusting in that sense, but so you think about the example that this sets for your fans, for the people who watch you, for your legacy. And for me, what really...
this can get you banned on Discord, by the way. A lot of people think that Discord is like this wild, wild west kind of place. No, there's rules on Discord. Yes, I know that the owner of said Discord server can set their own rules, but Discord, overall as a company, has their own set of terms and conditions. Man, they do. You violate one of these terms and conditions, they will terminate your server, man. So... I guess tread carefully with that. Which, if they really wanted to fuck with DJ Academics, all it would take is, I don't know, couple thousand people to go into his server, try to get into his server, and then just report the server. That's what they could do. Is just mass flag, mass report his server. Is what they could do. It would take a lot of people to do it, but if there's enough pissed off people, they could do that. Just flood his Discord and try to enter. If there's no threshold or there's no barrier, and there's just like a free way to enter his Discord, then that's probably what they could do if they're mad enough. I don't really give a shit, but people like this usually get what they have coming to them, and if they don't, then they just fade into obscurity because no one continues to support people like this. And it doesn't even matter how famous you are. Even the most famous of people have crumbled, fallen into obscurity and nothingness because of situations like this. Again, I referenced him earlier, Kevin Spacey. Just like this. And guess what? Hollywood won't hire him. Nobody watches his movies. I watched some of his old ones, but he ain't making anything now, man. No one wants to work with that guy. Did he go to jail? No, but it doesn't matter. His career is over. Over. the court of public opinion always wins. So you may not go to jail, you may not have anything happen to you, but I'm telling you, dude, the court of public opinion, it can make or break you. So, and once that happens, doesn't matter how much you've paddled, doesn't matter how hard you stroke, you're swimming uphill, and that water, you're swimming up a waterfall, is what you're trying to do. Once you get these allegations on you, and once they've been proven to be true, and once people start to see it, like, it's over for you. Whether you serve a minute of jail time or not, it's over. So,
really defines a person's character is when they find themselves off balance, right? They find themselves...
Because sometimes jail can last a day, 10 days, a month, a year, 10 years, but public perception can sometimes last forever. It can, man. Fucking people still, to this day, call Lance Armstrong a dirty cheater. And how long ago did Lance Armstrong race? 20 years ago? To this day, people still call him a dirty cheater. Did he revolutionize the sport? Yeah. Did he popularize it? Yeah. Did he make them a fuck ton of money? Yeah. Did he make a fuck ton of money for cancer? Yeah. Did he do a lot of good things for people? Yeah. Is he a terrible guy? Probably not. But he made one mistake. He did steroids, and now people look at him as the cheater. No one looks at him as the guy that did a whole bunch of good. No one looks at him as the guy that was a philanthropist and did a whole bunch of charities and stuff like that. They look at him as a dirty cheater, man. And when society labels you something, that shit will stick, bro. It will. It will. So with DJ Academics here, congrats, bro. You're now a pedo. Whether you go to jail, it won't matter. We all know.
Out of their comfort zone, right? When the pressure is on them, how do they respond to adversity? How do they respond to situations? Do they take responsibility, especially if they've been in the wrong, right? Do they show accountability? And do they set an example for how you deal with an adverse situation? Or do they consequently set the example of just, it's everybody else's fault. I'm a victim in this situation. How dare they? And I'm just going to flash this self-righteous anger. But I'll tell you what, I'm glad I dissed this dude. I have no regrets over that. And I mean, this is just, wow,
That is it. We're going to move on to the fat electrician one. There was really nothing much left to go on there. I think I said everything I needed to say. Fucking Knox said everything he needed to say. The video was almost over. Yeah, DJ Academics, you're fucking weird. And whoever's your friend, they're also fucking weird. And if you are his friend, I would stop being his friend. Because, yeah, it's But don't worry, bro. Once JD Delay gets a hold of that clip, he's gonna roast you into oblivion. You thought it was bad getting roasted by Knox Hill in a diss track. You thought it was bad getting roasted by Knox Hill in a 11-minute video. Wait till you attract the attention of Mr. JD Delay, DJ Academics. Because once you get his attention, may God have mercy on your fucking soul. Bro, for real. That man is relentless. And he will not stop fucking with you until you change your ways or until you get locked up, whichever one comes first, bro. That guy right there is a fucking pit bull with a goddamn bone, and he's not gonna let it go. So, once JD finds out about you, that's it for you. Have fun with that, you fucking weirdo. All right. Is anyone still down to watch some Fat Electrician? I think I'm gonna go smoke before we do this. Let's see. Where's my... Oh. This. I've seen so many documentaries on this, Vince. Miracle on Ice. Hockey. The USA team, full of nothing but college kids. The Russian team, full of their best professional players. And a team of highly skilled pros lost to a bunch of college kids. That was a fucking miracle. It really was. And on top of that, Russia was the favorite too. I've seen multiple documentaries on this, man. Okay. Another one of those instances of if I don't learn anything new here, Vince, I'm going to be highly upset. All right. Let me get through.
Living with opioid addiction can be
Okay. Let me go smoke real quick and then we will start this. I'm down. Lucky for you, I don't not enjoy hockey. And it's sport and I enjoy sports history. I don't watch it all the time, but I enjoy sports history regardless the sport, really. Just like seeing great shit. I don't have time to watch everything and watch every season, every game. Fucking care. And there's only one sport that I watch, but I don't not like hockey. I will watch hockey over football. I will tell you that. I'll watch hockey over football any day of the week. If football bores the absolute piss out of me. And any sport that endorses fighting that's not UFC or boxing, speaking my fucking language. So, if they allowed NFL players to willingly fight and encourage it, I'd probably watch more NFL, but that's not the fucking case, is it? Hell, I'll watch rugby over the NFL. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright. Now we can put that. I went to a fight in a hockey. That's great, dude. Like, dude, imagine if there was more fights in NASCAR. Like, dude, that would be great. And I've seen some. I've seen a couple of altercations, but imagine if there was more. Imagine if there was as many fights in NASCAR as there was in hockey. Motherfucker just driving past, right? He's fucking. What? Fuck me. What did I do? Fuck you. Nah. You know what? Pull over. Fuck the race. Now. Pull over. Goddamn motherfucker. Fuck do you think you goddamn is? Come here! Right? That would be so hilarious, bro. Like, if they go to, like, if they just say, fuck the race, go to the middle, and just, like, get out of their cars and throw down right there so you have a show within a show. God, that would be so good. Or golf. However, they would have to institute a rule that you can't use the clubs as a weapon. It's only hands. and you can feel free to tag in your caddy once, and he can come help, but he can only help for a grand total of like 5 minutes, unless you win within that 5 minutes, and then, you know, and then the winner of the fight gets a stroke taken off. Like, instead of being 5 under par, now you're 6. I don't know if that's bad. I can't remember the rules of golf. Man, that'd be so good. Just now realize how much we want to see more violence in our sports. Really. Has UFC and boxing become that boring to where we want to see more fighting in sports that don't have fighting? Surely that's not the case, right? Tiger hoods. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Nah, Tiger Woods, I feel would be on his best behavior. Like, nah, man, I can't fuck up again. And matter of fact, Tiger Woods wouldn't even be afraid of anyone on the course of fighting. Like, I'll beat your ass, Tiger. And you think I give a fuck? You think I'm afraid? You think I'm afraid of you? Did you not see what my wife did to me all those years ago with a fucking 9-iron? Bring it, bitch. I dare you. I will fuck you up. I've had worse. That's probably what Tiger would say. Because his wife went ham on him with a golf club. That's crazy. And Tiger didn't even defend himself either. Bro, he took that ass whooping from her like a man. He really did. He's like, in his head, he was like, oh, I'm worth $100 million. Oh, I got to take another one. I can't lose it. $100 million. $100 million. I'm still going to lose Nike, but I can't throw it all away. And he didn't even hit her. Not even once. You look at Tiger the next day after news broke, it looked like he had been in a bar fight. I was like, good lord, dude, what about the other guy? And he was like, oh, she's fine. It's just my pride, my soul, my face, and my bank account is what's fucked up. She's good. I'll be back. No, I forgot a drink. Okay. I got bacon and a cookie. Well, 2 cookies. These got stuck together. I told my niece they were too close, but
No, Theo, you don't know what you're doing.
all right. Okay. Ugh. Tennis with a net at volleyball height? That's called badminton, bro. That's already a thing. Ugh. Okay. Let's start. Fat Files. USA Broad Street Bullies versus USSR Red Army. The real Miracle on Ice. Okay. And yeah. That's hockey players for the most part. I feel like that's all of them, not just, these guys from America, but bullies. And not in like the negative way that we usually say the word bully. It's kind of like a positive in the context of hockey. You have to be just a bully motherfucker to play this sport. You have to be. You have to be a tough, savage, bully type motherfucker to play this sport. Because there's no other way to play it. You know what I mean? Anyways. I feel like that goes for all of them. But here we go. God damn it. I will say, I loved the hockey games as a kid. My 2 favorite teams were the New Jersey Devils and the Dallas Stars. At that time in the video games, they were fucking fire. Here we go.
In the words of Mike Tyson, everybody's got a plan until you punch him in the face. Today we're talking about the Cold War on Ice. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Or you get hit so hard that you forget the plan. That can happen too.
Time is the Disney movie Miracle. If you've never seen it, the quick and dirty synopsis of the entire movie is basically the Soviet Union Red Army hockey team was undefeated for like ever. They'd won all the Olympic.
Wow, they did a movie on that? I didn't know. That movie looks bad. I didn't know they made a movie.
The Soviet Union Red Army hockey team was undefeated for like ever. They'd won all the Olympic medals. They were winning all the world titles.
Maybe the Mighty Duck movies were so popular that I just missed this one. I love the Mighty Duck franchise.
They were absolutely the best hockey team on the planet, allegedly. Yet the 1980s American Olympic hockey team managed to band together a bunch of college students, and they somehow managed to pull off the miracle on ice by, shedding their egos and coming together to work as a team to beat the Soviet Red Army hockey team. It's a great movie. It's very inspiring. It's got a real Disney-appropriate message, but in that movie, they're showing off all the highlights of the Russians, and the coach is explaining how undefeatable this Russian hockey team is. And part of that movie, they go in to explain how the Soviets keep coming over every single year and playing all the American NHL professional teams, and they beat up on them too. But what the movie failed.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were also beating pro hockey players from America. I thought they were just beating up on the college kids. This is funny, and it's a stark contrast to what happened along the same time in basketball. I know a decent bit of sports history, man, general, broad. But once upon a time, around these times, the NBA, or not the NBA, but the Olympic basketball team, guess what? All college kids. And the Olympic basketball team kept getting slaughtered over and over and over and over again. So the Olympic Committee came together and they were like, "Listen, what the fuck is going on with basketball?" And they were like, "Well, long story short, we're using a whole bunch of college kids, and every other team that we're facing is using their pro athletes." And the Olympic Committee was like, "So why don't we use our pro athletes?" And they were like, "That's a good idea. Let's do that." Enter Michael Jordan and the Dream Team. Destroyed everybody. That shit was wild. It's like literally that, like the exact opposite of this, except they still won, but
dimension, and probably because it does not have a Disney appropriate message, is that there was one NHL hockey team that not only did not get beat up by the Soviet Red Army team, but whooped their ass so bad that they tried to quit mid-game, and then they had
Wait, I'm sorry. Let me go back.
Disney appropriate message is that there was one NHL hockey team that not only did not get beat up by the Soviet Red Army team, but whooped their ass so bad that they tried to quit mid-game, and then they had to force them to come back out and continue playing. And that team is the 1976 Philadelphia Flyers, aka the Broad Street Bullies.
Damn. So the Russians were hella confident playing pro team after pro team after pro team, embarrassing them. Then embarrassing the collegiate players. And they were like, "Ha ha, silly Americans." Right? But not this team. From the Philadelphia Flyers. I believe the Flyers is still their name. I don't think hockey's like other sports where they get woke and stupid and change the name. I think Flyers is still a team to this day. Still called the Flyers. Not much changes in hockey as far as the names, man. I believe it's still the Toronto Maple Leafs. I still believe it's the New Jersey Devils. I still believe it's the Dallas Stars. I still believe... Well, some teams flat out just like go out of business, like the Atlanta Thrashers. They didn't last very long. But yeah. What is it? The Penguins? What state is that? Pittsburgh Penguins, I think. I know a couple teams. Yeah. Yo, John with the 5. How's it going? What do you think of the new Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth? I feel like a former major is much better than a former general. I mean, the former general would be a lot closer to the lower enlisted rank, even though he's not. He's still an officer, but as a major, you're probably closer in tune with lower enlisted and the higher enlisted leadership directly below you than that general is. So I didn't even know his name, man, and I haven't paid attention to that. I can't even give you an opinion. As far as military titles go, you feel like a former major is much better than a former general? It depends, really. I just feel like a former major would probably be a good choice, but it really doesn't matter what rank they are, as long as they do the job properly. And being prior major, again, he is a lot. And I say this from a military standpoint. I know that this won't matter to any of you. As a major, he's more in tune. I feel like he was closer to the recruits. He was closer to the E6s. He was closer to the sergeant majors. He was closer to majors and colonels and lieutenants and shit like that. Like, the ones that don't work in Washington. I feel like he was much closer to them than that general was. Because, man, generals, they don't mingle, interact really with the lower enlisted people. And when I say lower enlisted, I'm painting broad here with this. I'm talking about like E1 to like E8, quite possibly E9, right? And just like those high-ranking people, that you're more likely to encounter and form decent relationships with a major than you are with a general. And to me, a major is more of a relatable person than a general. Whenever I see a general, bro, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like Jesus or something. You're just like, you know, I can relate more to a general doesn't live in the same world as me. Maybe he started in the same world as me, but he doesn't currently reside in the same world as me, right? Whereas in a major is closer to my world than a general is. So, and in a combat zone, I would much rather follow a major than a general every day of the week. Generals aren't going to be in combat zones, but they have been before, and I can assure you they are all but useless. So, anyways. Here we go.
But first, a word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Henson's Shaving. Puh! Why is a guy with a beard promoting a razor company? Puh! Because I gotta separate my beard from my chest hair somehow, homie, okay? The chest hair is connected to the belly hair, which is connected to some other hair that goes up my back, and then it goes to my head, and then I'm not gonna walk around my whole life living like a circle of hair, okay? Anyways, Henson's Shaving, family-owned precision machining company that was originally making parts for, like, NASA.
Like, dude, when I shave, I hate shaving my throat area. I cannot stand it. And, like, right here, at the very, very tip upper part of my Adam's apple, I hate shaving there. It makes me cringe. I can't stand it. Every time I have to, I'm just like rolling my eyes about it. This one spot, my Adam's apple, I cannot stand. Like, this on the sides, fine. But when it comes to this, I hate it. I can't stand it. And I'm gonna have to shave it again soon. And there's no nice way to do it either. Because if I do it with some clippers, that'll hurt even worse, I feel. It is just like, I feel so uncomfortable shaving right there by my throat that, no, Michelle, I'm not that bougie, all right? We're not doing that. That's not for this. No. I get it if you ladies want to do that for your legs, but as a grown man, I'm not doing that just for the hair that grows here. I suppose, dude, if I went a long time, you wouldn't even be able to see this portion. You wouldn't even be able to see my Adam's apple if I grew my beard out fairly long, which I have. But I don't know. I like to keep it short, really, in just this area, regardless how long or big my beard gets up here. So, John with the 2. Heat has 2 bronze stars, 2 arcoms, and a CIB. Oh, he's infantry. Gotcha. Then yeah, very. That's the major, right? You know, it really did. To be honest, to be completely 100%. Honest with you, as long as they have military experience, really, and it's not some random fucker. As long as they've deployed, that's really it, and that seems good enough for me. I don't know what he did for the Arcoms, but the 2 bronze stars, that speaks to me, and the CIB. Without being disrespectful to the infantry, I mean, the CIB is kind of a run-of-the-mill badge, in my opinion. And I think that the CAB is kind of a run-of-the-mill badge, in my opinion. I have a CAB. You can't have a CIB if you weren't infantry, but I mean, those basically just state that you went to combat, engaged the enemy, and they engaged you back. Which, I know that it's probably not common, but I mean, you have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? You have nothing to do with if someone shoots at you. You can't control if someone shoots at you. So you can go your whole deployment and no one shot at you. You don't get a CIB. You don't get a CAB, right? You can't control that. That's why I really don't look at the CIB or the CAB as impressive. Like you earned it, or like you did, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? That's just if you catch my drift.
In the aerospace industry. And then one day they're like, what if we just precision machined a razor that was super nice that you could buy one time, it would last you your whole life, and then instead of buying $18.99 Gillette cartridges, you could spend like $7.
Maybe it's just like the way I look at the word earned. Like whenever people say that, like whenever people have told me, yo, congrats on earning your Purple Heart. I didn't really earn that, bro. I think I was just like in the right place at the wrong time, and I was rewarded for it. I didn't go out of my way to accomplish that. So to say that I earned it always bothers me. Do I deserve it? That's also a different story. But it was given to me. But I don't want to say it was earned. My definition of earned doesn't work that way. But I can understand why the word earned is used for that specific award. Anyways, I have like an old school definition of earned. Like you actually have to like do shit.
Dollars on 150 razors and be good for a couple of years. So that's what they did. They built a product that looks cooler, it works better, it's actually cheaper than the competition, and the best part of all, it's built. NHL was expanding.
Why can't you stay organized? I've experienced this myself, and it's called chronic impulse control, where you prioritize short-term.
Sure.
Expanding. They were going to add 6 new hockey teams in the beginning. In 19 link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. But to understand this full story, we need to start from the beginning. In 1967, the NHL was expanding. They were going to add 6 new hockey teams, and one of those teams that they were going to add was the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, the men that are responsible for the founding and the financing of the Philadelphia Flyers hockey team are not hockey players. They are just straight up business guys that think that this could be a worthwhile venture to make a bunch of money. Now, this might not seem really important, but it actually is the most important part of the story, and it changes the face of hockey as we know it, because you have to realize at the upper echelons of management at this team, there's nobody that's actually in it for the love of the sport, okay? They're all in it for money, and the money comes from winning. Okay, if you're not picking up on a put down, I'm trying to tell you the Philadelphia Flyers is going to have some real loose morals when it comes to how that winning gets done, okay? Tradition, sportsmanship, put all that shit off to the side. We're trying to make money.
I'm talking about this.
So they go in, they have their first season, and at this point in time, with all these new hockey teams coming in, there's kind of this stigma around all the new hockey teams that, like, these are the JV teams, they're not actually part of the NHL, they're not as good as the OG NHL teams. And because of that, at this point in time, whenever one of the original NHL teams is playing one of the expansion teams, there's kind of that extra incentive to perform exceptionally well in front of everybody and kind of beat up on the new guy. Despite that, the Flyers go into their second season, and they actually end up making it to the playoffs, where they're going to be playing the St. Louis Blues, and the Blues go in there and literally physically beat the shit out of them, and then that's how they won the hockey.
Hold on.
And they actually end up making it to the playoffs, where they're going to be playing the St. Louis Blues, and the Blues go in there and...
Did this man lose his stick and say, fuck it, I'll kick it in? That's wild. And at first, I thought none of them had sticks. I was like, what kind of hockey were we playing here? Did they used to not have sticks? That's the whole point. All right.
Making it to the playoffs, where they're going to be playing the St. Louis Blues, and the Blues go in there and literally physically beat the shit out of them, and then that's how they won the hockey game. At which point the Flyers are like, write that down. It's hard to play hockey after you get your ass kicked. So at this point, the Flyers management proceeds to do what I can only describe as essentially building the Monstars from Space Jam.
Those little pipsqueaks just turned into superstars. Suffering succotash. They're monstars.
In the draft that year, there's this young hotshot college player that's like really, really good by the name of David Clark. The problem is nobody wants to draft this kid because he's a diabetic, and apparently everybody thinks that that's going to be a huge issue when it comes to him playing hockey at the highest level. So the Flyers go out to like...
As long as you have like insulin or something. Well, then again, at this time,
the best diabetic doctors in the country, and they're like, hey, is this true? You know, what's the deal? Is this going to affect his performance? And the doctors are like, no, if he follows his protocol and eats and does what he's supposed to be doing as a diabetic, he's going to be just fine. So the Flyers draft him. So now the Flyers have their star. They have their Peyton Manning. They have their Brett Favre. And the best part is...
a better reference would have been Wayne Gretzky, but maybe that's too for hockey, you know?
He's got an axe to grind because no other team was willing to stick their neck out for him. So this dude is 100% going out there with a point to prove. So now the Philadelphia Flyers have their star. They have the heart of the team. They have their skill player. What are we going to do next? We're going to treat him like he is an NFL quarterback, and we are just going to build an offensive line to protect him. They go out and hire what I'm going to describe as the 4 horsemen of violence. Now I'm going to go ahead and read off some of their stats. Bear in mind, these are career stats and their careers aren't over yet. So these are not the stats that they have at the current time that they're being brought in, but this is going to give you an idea of who these men are. Also, important context, if you don't know anything about hockey, when you get penalty minutes in hockey, it's essentially you get taken off the ice and you have to go sit
in the box, penalty box.
In a penalty box, and you're not allowed to play for a certain amount of game time, which, as I'm sure you could imagine from like football or any other sport, you know, if your star running back gets penalized and he's not allowed to play for 3 minutes of game time, it can drastically shape the entire
Dude, oh my God, I just thought of that. Imagine if that was a mechanic in football. You get penalized, and let's say that they don't even do it for minutes, they do it for downs. So, let's say your free safety targets a wide receiver, fucks him up. That wide receiver, instead of getting ejected, which in the NFL they usually just get fined, in college you'll get ejected for targeting. Instead of ejecting him for the whole game, you make him sit out like, what, 5-6 downs? And who's going to have to play in his stead? The backup. Let's say your running back does some fuck shit. Your star running back, your fucking Emmitt Smith, has to sit out 6 downs in the 4th quarter with 8 minutes left. And who has to play? The backup. I feel like that would make things more interesting. Really. But in the NFL, you just get kicked if you do some egregious shit, ejected. Usually it's for fighting, but they try to fight. And you know, football players are a special case with this. I don't understand why football players opt to punch each other in the face with their helmets still on. Hockey players, they take everything off. Stick, gloves, helmet, let's go, bitch. But then again, at the same time, their fights are sanctioned and they're allowed to carry out. Whereas in football, they're going to stop it as soon as possible. So do you really want to waste time taking your helmet off to punch this motherfucker? It still looks stupid to me. It doesn't matter. It still looks stupid. John with the 5. Pete, the new Secretary of Defense, was Major in the National Guard, and he served in Iraq with Special Operations 2005 and deployed to Afghanistan in 2014. Nice. Me and him were probably deployed at the same time. No. It depends. Depends on when his deployment started, but we may have been deployed at the same time.
Of the game, so penalty minutes are a big deal. So with that in mind, our first horseman is Andre the Moose DuPont, coming in at 6 foot 200 pounds with 1,191 minutes in the penalty box.
Jesus.
Then we've got Don Selesky, aka Big Bird, coming in at 6'3", 210 pounds with 1,129 career penalty minutes. And then we've got Bob Kelly, aka the Hound, coming in at 5'10", 185 pounds with 1,454 career penalty minutes.
Bro, imagine being the opposing team and you're doing a scouting report and you see all of these penalty minutes and you're just like, fuck. Bruh, like, I really just wanted to play hockey. I wanted to go out there. I wanted to try to score a goal. You know, I invited this lady to the game. If I play good, maybe I'll get laid. Right? I'm just trying to do some stuff here, man. And y'all are fucking trying to battle royale this shit. Let's play hockey. I can only imagine they're just like, God damn it. Do it.
I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
You're gonna die for some chickens.
Someone is.
And then we have our headliner, David Schultz, aka The Hammer, coming in at 6'1", 185 pounds with 2,294 career penalty minutes. Okay, this man still has the record for the most amount of penalty time in a
Yeah, that is true. In the case of a fight, they both get the penalty bucks. In hockey, they try to stop fights now. I don't think they try to stop fights because they don't want them to fight. I think that they try to stop it once it gets past a certain point. Like, the fans love it, right? But no one wants to watch a fight go on for 5 minutes. You let that fight go on for about 45 seconds, maybe a minute. You're pushing it with a minute and a half. Between, I want to say 25 to 45 seconds. You let that fight happen and then stop it. Because, like, we get it, right? It's good.
Single season at 472 minutes, 8 hours of penalty time in a single season. The man could have watched all 3 Lord of the Rings, the director's cuts, while he was sitting inside the box.
Which I did, by the way.
In a single season, he once got in 34 fights, okay? A, that's a lot of fights. But B, to put that into perspective, at that point in time, the team average for the rest of the league was 30 fights for the team collectively, and this guy got in 34 fights by himself. He literally once got in a fight while the referee was on the ice announcing how many penalty minutes he had to serve for the fight he just got in 30 seconds prior. And as a
oh my god. That, like, bro, he's currently in the process of getting penalized. And is still fighting. So it's just like, penalty, this. And that right there too, what he just did. And that, okay, that's gonna total, right, okay. 10 minutes, get 15 minutes, come on, fucking chill out, bro, that's so funny.
Cherry on top, they hire a new head coach by the name of Freddie the Fog Shiro, a former boxer and philosopher that primarily studies Sun Tzu and Alexander the Great. Okay, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, the Philadelphia
He's a fucking dynasty warrior.
Flyers are basically just planning to go to war, and David Clark is probably the safest man in the NHL at this point. So for the next couple of seasons, the Flyers go out and they literally just start beating the shit out of the enemy.
So they have one star player who is their scorer. Everybody else is a hired assassin. Really. That's the way their team's built. In hockey today, you got at least like 3 players on the ice at any given time that can shoot. That can score, right? From plenty of different angles. Back then they were like, nope, we got one guy, he's going to do the scoring. You 4, just like in the Avengers. You go here, Hawkeye, you go up there, Hulk, smash. And that's what's happening right now. Hulk is about to smash.
Team, so much so that they almost immediately get the nickname the Broad Street Bullies, and all the other teams and their fan bases hate the Philadelphia Flyers. It gets so bad that there's like actually newspaper articles and shit where the newspaper is telling locals from different cities whenever the Flyers show up for an away game, the Philadelphia Flyers are coming, lock up your wives and kids.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
But the management of the Philadelphia Flyers doesn't really give a shit, because guess what? All those other teams aren't the ones that are showing up to watch the Philadelphia Flyers game, which is how they make money. The Philadelphia Flyers end up winning more and fighting more, which guess what? Both of those put asses in seats, and that makes money, and that's the entire goal. During this time, the Flyers end up having winning seasons every year. They have their first successful playoff series, and Philadelphia falls in love with the Broad Street Bullies. And while the winning and fighting alone is probably enough to fill out an entire stadium, it's more than that, because the Broad Street Bullies become like cultural icons in Philadelphia. It becomes well known to all the Flyers fans that after every single home game, the Flyers are going to be going across the street to their bar, Rexy's Bar and Grill, and you can actually go drink with your home team after they win a game. And then every weekend, the Flyers are going out drinking and playing slow pitch softball. So not only could you go and watch your team win and fight, but you could literally go have a beer with them at the bar and then show up on the weekend and play beer softball the entire time. Like, Philadelphia falls in love with these dudes. Like, these are not just the people they look up to. They're like their
damn dude. And playing softball and playing baseball, that didn't fuck up your hockey swing? Y'all are professionals, and y'all are literally best in class. But that didn't fuck up your... I'm thinking from like a baseball perspective and a baseball standpoint. Yo, our coach banned us from playing golf. Because repeatedly swinging that fucking golf club was just going to fuck up your baseball swing. So Yo, Michelle, take it easy. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
They're friends. These guys are family to the entire city. Just because the team's winning doesn't mean that that entire sport's going to become more popular and you're suddenly going to care about hockey because your local team has a good record. Bull.
Well, yeah, that's exactly how that goes. That's literally to the T. That's exactly how that goes. You got a pro team that everyone loves and it's making money and it's getting attention. You can absolutely monetize that for the future. Isn't that how most sports started? Isn't that how most sports start? You absolutely can.
Shit, okay? I was alive in 2008 when Michael Phelps went over to fucking China and swam really good, and all of a sudden the entire country of the United States
was paying attention to fucking swimming. Before that point, did anyone give a rat's ass about swimming? Remember when David Beckham came to the United States to play soccer? Did anyone at all give a rat's ass about soccer before David Beckham got here? At least for America? No, I didn't. And that's back when I cared about watching sports. So, yes, you absolutely... Bruh.
It's pretended that swimming was awesome. Okay, I was there.
What was that one, remember Michelle Kwan? Before Michelle Kwan, did anyone give a shit about figure skating? No. And to be honest, to this day, I kind of still don't, but you know what I'm saying?
I saw it with my own eyes. One day, nobody gave a fuck about swimming. The next day, the news came out and was like, hey, have you guys seen this fucking stoner with arms down to his ankles that can swim faster than most Americans can run? He's winning a bunch of gold medals in the Olympics. Suddenly, swimming was the shit. Okay, don't tell me winning doesn't matter. So things are going great for the Flyers franchise. They've got more money. More money means better players. So they go out and they buy.
Oh, man. Poor Tanya. I feel so bad for that girl. I really do. What could have been. And just to be taken out so viciously by a fucking devil of a goddamn woman. Was it Nancy? Nancy was the victim and Tanya was the... No, yeah, it was Nancy that got fucked up, not Tanya. Tanya was the one that did the fucking up. Ugh. Another case in point. I don't remember. I don't remember NASCAR being as huge as it was until Dale's death. But then again, I was a kid, so I could be wrong there. But yeah, it's absolutely true for one team or one person to completely turn around an organization or completely turn around an entire sport. Right? So, trying to think of another example. Bro, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Another perfect example. And you can even talk about like you can even apply this to specific positions. Man, did anyone really ever see a quarterback back in the day that could throw, run, move, cut like a running back, speed like a receiver, and damn near carry a really shit team on his back the whole season? Did you ever see that back in the day? Did you ever see that with Joe Montana? Did you ever see that with fucking with John Elway? Did you ever see that with any of those guys? No, but you know who you did see it with? Fucking Michael Vick. Man, Michael Vick. Because of Michael Vick, he basically pioneered and introduced an entire fucking breed of dual threat quarterback into the league. Man, he absolutely did that. So
buy some more skill players to help out David Clark on the offensive end. They pick up future Hall of Famer Bill Barber and Reggie the Rifle.
Just was on more networks with accessibility. I mean, everything grew, Shoemaker, as far as everything grew as far as accessibility. The accessibility grew, the coverage grew, and the money for it grew. You know, back in these times, uh, the top paid players, I don't even think they were breaking $100,000. And now you look at the salaries for today's sports, and it's just like, dog, it's ridiculous.
Leech. So now the Broad Street Bullies are going to go out there, beat everybody up, get them nice and soft. These guys are going to go in, score a bunch of goals. It's almost a perfect plan. They just have to make sure that nobody scores goals on them. So they go out there and they pick up future Hall of Famer, legendary goalie, Bernie Perreault. I cannot stress to you how good of a goalie this guy turned out to be. It became a saying in Philadelphia at this point in time that only God saves more than Bernie Perreault. So they've assembled the dream team. They go out in this next season and they crush absolutely everybody. They get 50 wins. They have 103 fights, 1,750 penalty minutes. They end up winning the Stanley Cup. Next season, they go out, they do the exact same thing, even harder. This is a season where David the Hammer Schultz gets 34 fights and sets the record for the most penalty minutes. They go and win the Stanley Cup.
Bro, I gotta say, being a goalie has to be like so up and down emotion-wise and just like energy-wise, because it's not like being one of these guys where you're constantly moving, you're constantly passing, you're constantly checking, you're constantly repositioning, you're constantly doing something. Whereas in the goalie, there's times where you're not doing anything and you're just sitting there with your own thoughts, probably planning on the next play, but you don't know how that's going to play out. And so you're just sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. And you have to have such fast reflexes that after sitting there for so long and damn near almost becoming complacent, you have to back on a dime, blocking everything, paying attention, swatting away, like all kinds of shit. That's like, I compare it to the goalies in soccer, man, because there's times where you're just like, all right. And you're probably analyzing, you're probably still using your brain, and you're probably still in the game, but your energy levels are dying back down to where they were. So it's just like that constant up and down. Whereas in, you know, your forward or something like that. Is it called a forward? Or I don't know what the position names are in hockey. One of these guys, they're always doing shit. They're either hitting somebody, passing the puck, taking a shot, fucking assisting, something. So
again 2 times in a row. Now that happened in May of 1975, and in 1975, it's kind of this period of cooling down for the Cold War, right? The Vietnam conflict has come to an end completely. The space race is over. Like things are kind of improving, so to speak. There's still a lot of issues. There's still an arms race going on, but like tensions are lower than they have been in decades. And because of this, the governments of America and the Soviet Union allow the Soviet Red Army hockey team to come over to America to have some exhibition matches with professional NHL teams. These are not treated like exhibition matches, okay? These are the most important games on the planet right now. This is capitalism versus communism on ice. And the Soviet team is absolutely stacked. Every single person on this team has at least one, if not multiple, Olympic gold medals. They all have like 5 or 6 world championship titles. Right. They're a good hockey team, as much as it pains me to say that, but it's the truth.
He said it!
So,
CarParts.com always delivers, and they carry quality parts. Now that's my speed.
Your accolades can only carry you for so long.
Challenges in this world.
So, and anybody can be beaten.
So in December of 1975, the Red Army team comes over to America and beats the New York Rangers 7-3. A couple weeks later, January 8th, 1976, they play the Boston Bruins, complete blowout 5-2. And now the only team they have left to play.
And dude, this is also going to validate them to the American Hockey Association. You know, the teams that came before the expansion, they're all getting their ass whooped. And the team that came after the expansion, they're about to lay down the fucking law on the USSR hockey team. So beating them is actually icing on the cake. It's not even the main victory. The main victory is showing those other fuckers from America, those other hockey teams, that we're better than you. Blow it out your ass, dog. Like, beating the Russians, that's just bonus.
3 days later, on January 11th, 1976, is the Philadelphia Flyers, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, and the entire world is watching. People that don't even know.
Well, then again, back-to-back Stanley Cups. You already proved it, but here's your chance to prove it again. Fuck you, assholes. We're still better.
Hockey, understand it, or have ever cared about hockey in their entire lives are tuning in to watch this game. This is a cultural fucking event. People that have never cared about hockey in their entire lives are suddenly Philadelphia Flyer fans. People that have watched hockey their entire lives, that have hated the Philadelphia Flyers for years because they are the villains of the NHL, are now suddenly rooting for the Philadelphia Flyers. They're no longer the villains. They are the anti-heroes that America needs to go out and shut down the Soviet Red Army team. Big problem, elephant in the room, Bernie...
Dude, I think the last time that happened where I tuned in to a sport that I never watch simply to see one athlete was there's probably been a few times, but the most recent time that I did that I just tuned into something to watch one specific athlete and there was a whole bunch of people doing the same thing that didn't even care about the fucking sport. Caitlin Clark, the University of Iowa, female basketball player. That girl was like the female version of Steph Curry, for real. And she was very fun to watch play. And I tuned into that. I don't give a fuck about women's basketball or any of that. But she basically ran away with it, man. It was wild. So, and then after that, I kind of went back to not giving a fuck.
Perot, our goalie, is hurt and he's not going to be able to play this game. We're running on the backup goalie. What are we going to do? Coach Freddie the Fog Shiro realizes that the Soviets skate and move and play the game different than any NHL team, right? NHL teams is like, stop, go, do this. The Soviets are moving constantly. They're always circling. They're constantly skating. They're always compared to being ballerinas on ice. So Freddie says, here's a strategy. Rather than chasing the puck like we normally do, we're going to chase them instead. We're going to...
And knock them the fuck out to where they can't do anything with the puck. They're going to be too worried about us. Just blitz, man.
Put so much pressure on them that they can't do all this pretty ballerina on ice bullshit. Basically, we're going to play like the Soviets play, but more violent, and in doing so, we're going to drag them down to our level. Yeah. Violence is not the answer, it's the question. The answer is yes, okay? It makes perfect sense.
The plan is instigate, instigate, instigate. And then destroy when they get mad enough to lose focus.
If we control the puck the entire time, they're not allowed to shoot. It doesn't matter who we have guarding the net. You know what's better than having really good body armor and getting shot? Not getting fucking shot.
If we win, I'm going to be sky high, and if we lose, I think it'll be worse than dying.
So the Red Army and the Flyers both take to the ice. The Red Army team's all pretty. They have matching, pristine uniforms. They've got their little helmets on. The Philadelphia Flyers come out there, no helmets, no teeth, complete fucking goon squad. They go out there, they stick to the plan. They start beating the shit out of the Soviets. And when I say them, I don't just mean like the big enforcer type dudes like Dave Schultz. No, every single player on the Flyers.
Because then they lose focus. Like I said, they'll lose focus on the puck because they're too worried about dodging these fuckers.
Team is playing super aggressive hockey, even their skill players. The plan is working exactly how they had hoped. The Soviets have like almost no possession time with the puck. Out of the first 13 shots of the game, the Philadelphia Flyers took 12 of them. Right out of the gate, the Soviets are getting absolutely fucking smoked, and they have no answers for the Philadelphia Flyers. So Karmelov, the Soviet team captain, their golden boy, their main character, goes out there. He gets checked when he has the puck. Wasn't even a hard check, wasn't worthy of a foul, wasn't anything. The dude flops like LeBron or some soccer player hoping to get a foul call. He lays there rolling around on the ground crying, hoping the referee's going to call this foul. The ref basically has to go over to the Soviet coach and is like, that was a clean hit. I'm not calling it. Tell your guy to get the fuck up or I'm going to hit you with a delay of game. So the Soviet coach throws a fucking hissy fit and tells all of his players, we're done playing this game, head out to the locker room. The Soviets fucking leave. They bounce. We're like 11 minutes into the game and they just fucking dip. It's still 0-0 and now the world is not going to have answers on who's actually the best at playing.
Oh no, we know. They knew. There wasn't a shadow of a doubt. They knew. They fucking knew.
Hockey. Now nobody knows what's going on. Minutes are going by like hours. Like, is the game over? Should I go home and try to beat the traffic out of the stadium? Like, what's the deal? And the NHL commissioner, Clarence Campbell, is like, okay, hold on.
Like, dude, like, look at it this way. You see, you see two kids, right? You see two kids. You come up on this scene. One kid is laughing and giggling, and the other kid is walking home crying, holding his basketball. Who do you think won? Huh? That little 1v1 exchange? That's the scene. You walk up on two kids, one is joyfully celebrating, the other one, tears coming down his face, and he's taking his ball home. Who do you think won? Okay, that's what I thought.
In a moment of genius, he hates the fucking Philadelphia Flyers, by the way, but he's rooting for them right now, and he wants this game to continue. So he's like, okay, they're communist. They want a moneyless, classless, stateless society. Fuck it, let's put that to the test. He goes to the locker room and tells the Soviet coach, I'm not going to pay you guys the 200 grand you were supposed to get paid for this series unless you get your fucking ass back out on that ice and play hockey.
Everyone speaks money.
And just like that, the Soviets magically decided that they were going to go back out there and finish this hockey game, okay? Capitalism just won in real life. Let's see if it can win on the ice. The game starts back up. It's 17 seconds in. Reggie the Rifle Leach scores the first goal. 5 minutes later, they score another goal. They've had the puck pretty much the entire time. They're absolutely dominating the Soviets. So obviously, how can we add insult to injury? So Joe Watson, one of the lesser-known Philadelphia Flyers, dude was on the team that won the Stanley Cup this year, and he only scored 1 goal the entire season. He goes up, he scores a goal on the Soviet goaltender that is supposedly the greatest goalie on the planet.
So the Flyer, so when he said that they came out with no helmets, I thought that that was just the way that they would walk out. Nope, they really are wearing no helmets, but the Soviets are. That right there is another level of psychological warfare that I don't even know if y'all are aware of. You know what I mean? That's wild, isn't it? Like you showing up to the gym to spar with somebody, but the person you're about to spar with ain't got no mouthpiece, ain't got headgear, got nothing. And he's got a crazy look in his eye. 1, you're either about to mop this dude, or 2, he's about to kill you. I don't know.
At this point in time, everybody in the stadium except for the Soviets, the crowd, the Flyers themselves, goes absolutely fucking nuts. He goes back up to the bench and Freddie the Fog tells him, you just set Soviet hockey back by 20 years. After that, the Soviets do manage to squeak 1 goal in there past the
that was a hard check. That was a good one.
Flyers, so they immediately return the favor.
That guy was getting up slow.
After that, the Soviets do manage to squeak 1 goal in there past the Flyers, so they immediately return.
That dude was in no man's land. Look, he was surrounded by like 4 Flyers right here.
By 20 years. After that, the Soviets do manage.
Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That right here, number 4, or is it 14? For the Soviets, you had no chance in this situation. Your fate was sealed right there. The 3 of them are looking directly at you. That's so bad.
Managed to squeak 1 goal in there past the Flyers.
I can only imagine how much that hurts. I've been hit like that before, but to have it done repeatedly like that, they're a different breed of fucking dudes, man.
They immediately return the favor, scoring a 4th goal. The game ends 4-1. The Flyers dominated the entire time. The Flyers took 49 shots, and the Soviets only got to take 13. In the post-game interview, David Clark, the captain for the Philadelphia Flyers and the MVP that year, rolls up, no helmet, no front teeth, and says, just so we're all on the same page, this doesn't prove that North American-style hockey is better than Soviet hockey. This proves that the Philadelphia Flyers are better than their best. And that's probably why Disney didn't want to cover this in the movie. It's not the heartwarming, inspiring little tidbit about, oh, it's not about winning or losing, it's about how you play the game. No, this is a story about how sometimes violence is effective and being the bigger bully fucking works.
Sometimes violence is the answer. Man.
Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
I feel like as time goes on, a lot of sports that used to be highly physical are now watered down. Case in point, the NBA. Remember watching the Bad Boy Pistons? And they were straight up fucking clotheslining people on the court? Can't do that no more. Remember back in the day, like 80s football, where you could damn near almost fucking pick someone up and body slam them? Well, actually, you could. Not no more. What else? From what y'all said, in hockey, they still let him fight, but not to the same degree. That's teetering off a little bit. What other physical sports? Everything else is pretty much either stay the same or just like change slightly. But those other sports aren't physical in nature, and I don't know the rules to rugby. So, and I don't know what I don't even know what it used to be. I want to say that rugby's been the same for its entirety. It's always been that cutthroat and that physical and that violent. So who knows? All right, guys, gals, I'm out. I will see y'all tomorrow, maybe. And if I do see y'all tomorrow, it'll be a music stream. So if you want to put in your music requests, if you have any, feel free to put them in the Discord. Patrons, y'all have y'all's place. Non-patrons, y'all have y'all's place as well. To put whatever request you want to put in there. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for chilling with me. John, thanks so much for the donations earlier. I really appreciate it. Got everything done from the list, I think. And yeah. I might be live on Twitch in a little while, maybe later tonight, stream some Marvel Rivals if you want to come by, hang out. Other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow or Monday. All right? If I don't see you, then have a good weekend. So, all right. Love y'all. Bye.